going to happen that requires... God, pick a fucking time. Okay. Come on, sure. Sure, that's fine. I don't even care, man. That's fine. Sir Bubbles, thank you for the Twitch follow right as we go to start stream. If you're still here, welcome to the doghouse. If you're not, no worries. I'm going to be popping out YouTube chat, and then whole plan for the day. Might be in the toilet because Scryfall is broketed. Sageker, hello. Best NPC, hello. Nuttin, what's up? How are you all doing today? Mix6, welcome to the stream. Troper, thank you for the 26 months at tier 1, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home. I officially gonna release you from work. You can go home. God, I cry because your streams are at 5:30 a.m. for me. Luckily, we have technology. The recordings of my streams are whenever the fuck you want, Undead. Whenever you want, on the live tab of my YouTube. Creamy Casanova, thank you for the tier 1 for 8 months in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Hello, Supermassive Gaming, Lumberjack, Shaggy, Noda, Ontario, Mauled, I accuse you of being devilishly handsome. I accept. I would have also accepted roguishly, rakishly, that's it. That's actually all of it. Give me a sandwich. Thank you for the drink water redeem. Unfortunately for you, none of my 3 beverages today are water. What the fuck are you going to do about that? I have diet ginger ale, a decaf latte, and a full calf latte. Pick your poison. Storm, we will be doing the 3,000 channel point redeem custom card reviews today. So I got scammed? Probably. How so? Can we accuse you of just getting out of bed? I see that bed hair in the back. No. I woke up at 7:20. I woke up 4 hours and 40 minutes ago. I have done my morning journaling. I have been to the gym. I have played with my cats a little bit. I have walked a mile. I have filmed a short. You can accuse me of so many things. The only thing you cannot accuse me of is just getting out of bed. Now, is my hair unkempt and shitty? A little bit. However, the way my barber currently cuts my hair, it looks really good, but the way I know that it's getting a little bit too long is the hair in the back falls over. So it's not bedhead, it is a quality of my hair that I cannot control without gel. What the fuck? How goes the scheduling of Whimsy? It's actually really good, and I would like to dunk even further on everybody who pushed back on the ability to schedule Whimsy in the previous stream. I was doing my, look back at the week, decide how it went, what I want to do differently next week, and I was realizing it was so much easier to have fun in the times I was meant to have fun when I knew that I had made a deliberate decision to do it and I was not putting something off to do it. So much of, part of this is just because of how capitalism works, and part of this is because of how being self-employed works, but, I would play video games, I would, go out in nature, and the whole time, I would just be possessed by this feeling of, oh, I should be doing something else. I should be, I should be working. I should be doing this correspondence. I should be doing this chore. And it would get in the way of me having fun doing whatever activity I was trying to do to generate Whimsy. And the past week, now that I have been scheduling time for it, when I get to Whimsy time, I'm like, I know for a fact all I'm meant to do is mess around. The correspondence I need to send has been sent. The work I'm supposed to do today is done. I am now a simple undead rogue in World of Warcraft. I am now simply a very short hairy man in League of Legends. And it feels way better. Okay, Scryfall is back up. Hell yeah. Jazzaproxy, thank you for the 2 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. Why did it say my Moxfield got mentioned? Scarleton, because I'm clickbaiting you. I'm reeling you in. Not sensually. but friendly, generously, with a warm, open heart. Also, Quezit, thank you for the Twitch follow, and Weird Messy Bitch, thank you for the 5 streams in a row. Aegis, well, hi boss, I promise you don't have bed hair. There's not really anything there to be unkempt. Thank you very much for the 200 bit cheer. Oh, great and wizened bald wizard, what is your affirmation of the day? I think my affirmation for today is it takes less time than you think and more repetitions than you think. I was talking to a friend about that yesterday, and we were talking about, he was talking about like adjustments in making social media content, but it applies to very many situations. Not every situation in your life. Very, very, very few pieces of advice do that. But to get good at something or to change something about your life, it takes way less time and way more attempts than you believe. Jadoped, what is your preferred way to make proxies? Just if you needed to proxy a deck, how would you do it? I just do it sleeve, bulk cards, paper. Anytime I'm doing playtest stuff, that's how I do it right now. I don't have a special way. I don't have one provider I use. I don't partner with any proxy sites. So, Terrence, thank you for the 10 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. Jesus Maul, that's the first time ever someone has said my name right first try. I rack up a lot of those. I don't get it every time. There are some people there are some people where I get the name wrong, but I have a pretty high hit rate, maybe like 65-70% for names other people get wrong that I get right. Boss, I play light stacks and get killed for it because then the artifact player wins because I couldn't slow them down. How do I blame the uninvolved enchantress player for this? So, what you need to do, you've attacked the enchantress player on board. You need to attack them politically as well. It's not enough to bully them with your stacks. You have to go like, "Wow, guys, I brought removal for one problem player, and then look at Joey, the greedy enchantress player. They didn't bring swords to plowshares. You don't have a naturalize? Come on, man." Like, you have to really get on their back and be like, it's responsible that I pushed you out of this game, and it's irresponsible that you did not bring just as petty a deck to push Tony out of this game. You have to try to present your pod as like an ecosystem where it's like, of course I ate you. I'm the wolf, you're the deer. Why aren't you kicking the bunnies? That's how nature works. That happens in Yellowstone. Topple the Nun, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Eagle Eye, it's going good. Hey boss, not to be that guy, but when do the Commander deck reviews, not the roast, go live on Ko-Fi? I wish to give you money for your services. Those go live Sunday, noon PST, same time as the roasts. Everything goes live, noon Pacific on Sundays. Any advice for convincing Riftbound people to be cool with proxies? They're fine when it's Magic. If these are people you know and have a relationship with, and they're already fine when it's Magic, but they're magically, not fine when it's Riftbound, I think that mandates that you have a deeper conversation with them about what the problem is. Because if anything, like, Riftbound, there are way fewer cards you can swap out on a one-to-one basis. Now, if this is like, it depends if you're trying to convince the store or if you're trying to convince your friends that you play with. Because if you're convincing a store, it's going to be a hard sell because Riftbound is a new trading card game, is taking a very, very hard stance against anybody using proxies. They're like, just your playgroup. Then those people are smoking crack. I don't know. Also, Decked Out, good to see you. I will do the thumbnail today, I promise. Those people are smoking crack. You just have to tell them to put the pipe down. I can't think of a legitimate reason that you would not beef with proxies in one game, but would be beefing with proxies in a different game. And if anything, it should be the other way around, because Magic at least has more equivalents to still build a powerful deck with budget, versus Riftbound, there's only like the third set has yet to come out. Like, there are so few. It's really hard to get your hands on product to begin with, and then even if you have product, there's like the downgrades if you're not using the best version is so much worse. Yeah, the second set dropped like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, like there's no card access. Now, if it's I just want to play Jinx well, like maybe what that sounds like to me is what Heron's saying. Like their argument is, no, we don't want to use good cards. Please keep using the bad cards. But if this is like 1v1s or somebody in that play group already has a good version of their deck, like I think it's stupid no matter what. But there's at least like the smattering of an argument of like, oh no, but we like playing the mid power game, the mid power stuff in this game. Oh, Laugh Salt, yes I am just fucking with you. Yes I am. Are you always the thumbnail guy with them, Mald? For the time being, yeah. At least until we can. I may be able to pass it off to somebody else if I have, if I can find a template that works. Troper, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for Dono walling you. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Remember, just continually gas up your foes. Oh man, that card does what? That's so cool. You can do that every turn? Yeah, Tactical Glaze. Tactical Glaze every time. Any advice for hydrating when your office no longer has a water cooler and you loathe room temp HQ? Get one of them like vacuum sealed thermoses and put ice water in it at the beginning of the day, and then just don't open it very often. Or keep like a cooler in your car. Keep like reusable water bottles in the cooler in your car. Go out and get a new bottle every 45 minutes. Kolos, I'm so sorry. Kolos, thank you for the 100 stream streak, mogging the fuck out of Terrence's 10 stream streak. Welcome back to the dog park. I was giving YouTube chat too much room and I couldn't see the activity feed exactly. I've corrected this. Thank you, White to Fairy. Horrible. Horrible. Anyway, for the thumbnailing thing on Good Time Boys, it's really just because like our click-through rates are really bad, and I am the one who cares most about experimenting with ways to make the click-through rates better. And the long-term success of the podcast is really not even that far. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. I did mean that. That's my bad. Have you built any of the TMNT decks, or do you not like them? I haven't built any, but it's not because I dislike them very much. It's just because they haven't like, they don't jump out enough at me. What do you think of the new leak from Secrets of Strixhaven? I think that I'm going to continue not discussing leaks as a general rule. But the only thing I would build from Turtles would probably be the Master Splinter Commander. Only because, like, I like ninjas, man. Not even Maro's blog post? Maro made a blog post about it? Well, then maybe I could talk about... Hold on. Oh, well, yeah, that's not a leak. Yeah, we could talk about that. An ability word returns which first appeared on a second visit to a popular plane, don't care. 4 of the 5 schools get a new mascot, don't care. A mythic rare cycle that grants your instants and sorceries old keywords, don't care. A new mechanic that redoes an old mechanic without its drawback. That seems pretty normal. A spell which costs XXU. This is math magics already, I think. A mechanic that has been in Magic for many, many years finally becomes a card name. That's cool. A 6/6 with a mana value of 1. We have already seen Moonshadow, so that's not particularly crazy. A new Pox spell, mistake. A spell that grants a specific deciduous mechanic to any cards of 2 specific card types. A cycle referencing iconic spells from Alpha. Yeah, okay. That seems fine. The Lord Ruler, thank you for the Prime sub for the 5th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Hey, we're getting a giraffe, though. My friend is building Shredder, Master Shadow, and I'm concerned. Shadow Master, you really shouldn't be. What you should be concerned for is the temper tantrum when this deck doesn't work. Like the thing about 5 mana cards that only do something once you can swing them is they are the strongest decks in the world if you let them swing, and they are the weakest decks in the world if anybody has heard of any removal spell ever. And the scariest thing about them is the emotional reaction of the person playing them if they have asked to play it in like bracket 2 or bracket 3, and they're gonna cry and steal and cheat and beg and be like, please God, let me do the thing. Why are you letting me do the thing? Lose half your life right now, please, please, please. Just, we all gotta grow up sometime, man. Get out of here, bro. Copied with Death Touch? Oh yeah, block him and lose your 8/8 Dino. Bone Lord straight up. If by 5 mana, and you have a Death Touch enabler, the best thing the green player can do is a vanilla 8/8. They deserve to lose. Yes. Hell yeah, you lose your 8/8. Yeah, get fucked. Genuinely get fucked. We are playing different games. If the Shredder player has gotten to Shredder, gotten a Death Touch Giver, and gotten to untap with Shredder, like, no evasion, no protection, 5 mana, 5/5. He is Mr. Evil Stink Hands. I mean, Bone Lord, listen, I get it. The card is cool. None of your gaslighting will ever convince me the card is scary. This is one of the most normal cards of all time. All right, we have to hit the manual ad break. Then I'm going to start looking for the order for today, which is Supermassive Gaming, Sir Bubbles, Silver Super, and Future Man X. Do you think damage doublers are mean in bracket 2 for combat damage? Fuck no. Incredibly normal. What was I looking at? Right, manual ad break. Oh, and then somebody was saying, look up Kessig Cagebreaker. Isn't this just a guy with Myriad? Yes, it's just Myriad, but he doesn't have to, no legend rule on the Myriad. Hey, thank you, Nutton. Oh yeah, this is pretty cute. This is pretty cute if you're really aggressively milling yourself. I'm all just reminding I'd asked to be able to go a bit earlier in the queue because of starting work in a little bit. All right, super. Then we will have you go first. Congratulations. Voidless Void, thank you for the random smasher pass. Hard pass. That is just a whole tree. That is just a whole tree. Grub's favorite prince. Why are you so handsome? Well, because of lovely little comments like that. Thank you. I do need to lower my camera, though. Jesus. Not whole tree. Death penalty, man. Death penalty. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Shifty Cat, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. We gotta we gotta change. We gotta change as people. We gotta become better together. Hello, Dirty, and thank you for the 95 streams in a row. Vineboom is now turned on. I meant crippling Slay the Spire addiction. I hope you get better one day. At the game, not at the addiction. They're just braver than you. The splinters don't scare them. They should. That's not bravery. That's stupidity, huh? I know. I can't. I know that my situation can tank some splinters. I'm not afraid of something just because it's bigger than me, okay? But the fact that I know that and I can do that doesn't make it a good decision. Be reasonable. The splinters should scare you. Hey man, just picked up a new game that's like a cross of League and Vampire Survivors called Shape of Dreams. And it's glorious. Oh, 9 out of 10. Crazy. Okay. Hack and slash roguelite. Oh, with a twist. We do be loving roguelite action with a twist. Oh yeah, these do look like League hitboxes too. Oh, we get a little shop. Okay. We have a little like skill tree too. How much is this? $17? Kill me. How do we get in the queue? I know you're not a fan of green, but I have a mono green Omnath deck that doesn't rely on hitting people with Omnath and isn't just Stompy or Elves. Hey, listen, dog. I'm proud of you. You're the best. The way you get in the queue is you you can buy a roast or a review every Sunday at noon PST. They go up on Ko-Fi, which is KO-FI. It's linked in the roast command that Silver Gravity just pulled up. But they go on sale every Sunday at noon PST. We raffle one off every roast stream. So we will be raffling one off today as well. So let me set up the wheel of names for that. Right now, not right now, not right now, not right now, not right now. I have a crippling addiction to games with the word roguelike in them. Yeah, I also have a crippling addiction to games with the words World of Warcraft in them. My man found out Altar of Dementia is good in Omnath. I also look at the ancient tech from time to time. Has the next competition rules been released? I've been so deep in work, I haven't gotten to get on Discord. They've not been released yet, but we need to pick them. I talked with my Cool Stuff Inc. rep, and they were overall happy with it, but they said that total sales volume was not enough for them to increase the prize pool for the next one, but they are willing to do another one again sooner than they had originally wanted to. So we came out of the first one with like a B minus, and it needs to. It's relatively good news, but what I really want is I want to add getting like a booster box or a collector box into the prize support, and they're not yet willing to do that. And so the next one has to go better to do that, which does mean I need to figure out, and we have to pick one and schedule it so that we can do it to coincide with like Strixhaven release. I'm leaning towards Super Friends but no Planeswalkers, because I think if you wanted to use spoiled Strixhaven cards, the like the colleges is a take on Super Friends, right? You can do like Silver Quill Pride or like Prismari Pride. You can try to interpret it that way as well. The Planeswalker archetype with no Planeswalkers. Yeah, I mean we did green Stompy with no ramp. That's how we do these competitions. We do the X archetype with no X. Have you considered doing prompts that don't have the word no in them so the challenge is additive? I have. We're not going to do it yet because I think we still have a number of pretty compelling no's, including Flipwalkers. Do you think I'm going to tell you that? That seems so specific. Wouldn't that lead to being less popular of a challenge? I don't think it is that specific. Super Friends, but no Planeswalkers. You have to pitch to me what is Super Friends. That is not very specific at all. Wouldn't every deck just be that one bridge deck? No, like, here's the thing. Whenever every single time I have brought up, we're going to try doing Super Friends but no Planeswalkers, I get no fewer than 5 people who go, but that doesn't make any sense. That would just be, and then they say a totally different concept than the person before them. Which to me communicates, okay, it's broad enough. Because every fucking stream we've brought it up in, people go like, but that's dumb. Then every deck is just gonna be, and then they say a totally different fucking idea than the other person who brought it up, then another person who brought it up, then another person who brought it up. Like, it's just, yeah. Super Friends but not Friends is just a Saga deck. See? You motherfuckers are more creative than you realize. Like, everybody wants to call it not creative because people who play Magic always want there to be, like, a right answer. And part of this competition, the point, there is not a right answer. You must get up in front of the class, and you must dance for our amusement, and you must prove, or you must attempt to show why your answer is right. But there is no like, oh, but then definitionally, it's just, that's the point. We're removing the definition. No doubt there's several ways to do it, but I just feel like it'll be less popular of a topic. I could believe that. It's also very important that we don't shoot down stuff like this just on a feeling if we're going to do it every month. A lot of my videos that I thought would be less popular are more popular in hindsight. Plenty of shorts, plenty of long forms, plenty of streams like end up being better or worse. And quite frankly, for these streams, the governing factor is almost certainly how well I advertise it rather than how good the premise is. Like, the stuff that's going to make the competitions popular is not having the craziest prompt every time. It is, do I advertise it well in shorts? Is the prize support attractive enough? Is the entry process easy enough? And is the watching enjoyable enough? None of those 4 things are the prompt being good. The prompt can be dog shit. Like, we could run... We could do, like, standard Instagram, like, top 5 list content and just run the next, like, year of these competitions being like, show me red. No other rules. Show me red. Show me blue. Show me green. Right? And then we go, show me Stompy. Show me aggro. And, like, we would still get participation. 60 illegal Deathrite Shamans. That's, hey, fair play to you. Fair play to you, Melon Seeds. Thoughts on a Johnny Nakatul Pariah? Fuck that guy. Long live the king. Yeah, we could BuzzFeed this shit. And it being the prompts being BuzzFeed material versus being like really creative, well thought out prompts, I think would have a 10% difference in viewership. Like it's really the prompt being really interesting is the garnish. It's the Salt Bae sprinkle on top. It's not the meat of what makes it good or worth doing. Top 10 decks that win on turn 3. Number 7 will surprise you. Yeah, that's so much. That's so much Magic content right now. All right. Oh yeah, there's Marvel cards too. How long is your list of possible competition prompts? That long. That long. Well, I gotta know number 7. Hey boss, I hate to be a bother, but if we're gonna get 3K redeems today, would you at all mind setting them live sooner than later? Just because I'm at a doctor's appointment right now. If not, I'd understand. Yeah, I can set them live. You just gotta understand they're not coming through for a little while. Because we gotta get into Silver Supers deck review. That's the wrong redeem. Do we have customs tomorrow? I see no announcement. In the announcements channel, don't hit me. What's going on? Do mine eyes deceive me? Hedgeman, you are rage baiting me. It is working. You have been successful. Stop it. Stop it. You've gotteth me fucketed uppetith. Yeah, computer, enhance. Enhance, computer. More red arrows on the red circle. I swear to God, Pedgman, we're not gonna have a custom stream. We're gonna have a fundraising stream to buy you LASIK. I swear to God. That could have been from any 323. I will freak the fuck out. I will freak the entire fuck out, bro. Will the round 2 decks playtest and win on power level like the previous competition? So again, it's not pure win on power level, Jace's cat. It is power level is going to be a tie break if both are equally cool. Like we had mono blue make a 7/7 on curve, make it to quarterfinals because it was cooler. Like it beat many decks that were better than it. The power level playtesting is just a tiebreak if they're like dead even. We are also we're going to have to firm up. Oh, all right. I think we're doing it over 2 days as well, which should make it easier. Because we're going to have to firm up the playtest rules. Because one thing that was a problem last time is it was, you guys, this is the moment where you type in chat if you think I'm lying. To me, it felt really, really boring to watch me playtest and have to wait for the author to tell me how to playtest it and go through that 3 times. Because that was like a 40 or more minute process for every deck. And it wasn't even for like crazy specific stuff. It was just for like, oh hey, move this around this way to get like 4 more counters on this to get like because people were so concerned about power level of the deck being the tiebreak, they were like really anal about how I was playtesting the deck, which is like, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think for 90% of Magic decks, if your deck doesn't look cool unless it's played perfectly, Like, the deck sucks. If for really, really tight combo lines, I get it. But if we're like, oh my god, you misspending this 1 mana on that guy's upkeep in turn 3, and therefore you didn't kick off the snowball that would cause me to win. Like, I don't care, man. I don't fucking care. Like, I want a deck with a high ceiling that can do all of that cool stuff. But if the deck looks like dog shit when you don't get it completely right, like, yeah, that deck's boring to me. That deck's boring to me. I don't care. And so I don't know how I'm gonna rework this yet, but one thing I want to rework is I don't want that to be a meaningful portion of the screen time. Because I don't think it's reasonable to tell the contestants don't do that, because of course they should do that. They spent a bunch of time coming up with those interactions. They should vocalize, hey, especially if they think they're about to be disqualified for not being strong enough, they should tell the judge, hey, it's better than what you did. Hey, wait, you're about to throw me into the shark tank because my deck didn't put enough power on board. You missed putting 20 power on board. Like, they're being reasonable. So there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options that I can consider. The outcome that we have to reach is we cannot have contestants having a back and forth with me on what the deck does in the middle of playtesting. Also, BM Shooter, thank you for the 11 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home, my friend. I think the playtest should mainly be, does this feel the prompt at least mid 3 is more of a binary thing than being a continuous scale of power? I agree with that. The problem is when we use power as a tiebreaker, we then get into the more like nitty-gritty comparison. And so I think I'm going to de-escalate how important it is as a tiebreaker. Like, I think it's the gonna communicate to people, we're going to use this in like less than 1% of situations. 99% of the time, the decision will be made by me, by any guest judge we have, based on how dope we generally think it is, not on a number you can create on the board. Pressure, thank you for the drink water redeem. I am going to drink Canada Dry, 0 sugar. Are you going to do the primer playtest card selection review for the next one? Fuck no. For the next competition, it is more important to vine boom people quickly. Playtesting takes too long. I saw a lot of comments on the video for the first contest confused about why you didn't make the most powerful deck win. Yeah, that's part of the social engineering that's going on. Like, on a base level, I am attempting to pay people to be more creative. That's it. I'm attempting to pay people to stop prioritizing this relentless pursuit of the strongest deck possible. Directly, I am attempting to give people money to look at and build cool decks that are not like the best possible thing you can do. I did not impure. I have not, Judah, and we're not going to. Silver Super, are you good if we start right now? Or have we already fucked up your timing? Yeah, okay. To Silver Super's deck, this is Silly. Amassing Goons. Oh, wait, I'm not recording. We have to be recording. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. Oh, we are recording. Never mind. Okay, from Silly Super. From Silver Super, a silly deck that might be super. We are amassing goons to make normal guy Butch Deloria hit harder than a dragon. Let's see what we've got. And we're going straight to the playtest. I don't care what's in this deck. So we have goons. We have Kripgast, who will help him commit financial fraud. We have Debt to the Kami, which doesn't help him hit hard. We have Vats, which is very goonish, but does not help him hit hard. We can give him +1, baby! That's what I'm fucking talking about when I think of goons, when I think of hitting harder than a dragon, I also think of a 3-2 with menace. Come on. Come on. Come on, we got a goon with the opening hand. Alright, you're keeping this shit. Land, pass. Land, commander. I'm an adult. What does he do? When he attacks, he gets +1/+1 for each other rogue. If only I had those. Okay, we got Gonti. That's a dude. I ramp. Tunnel snakes rule. Tunnel snakes rule. 3-2 with menace. Holy fuck. Blade juggler. This card sucks, dude. Fucking sucks. Oh, I get to. Okay, so it has spectacle and I draw a card. So on turn 4. God, I can't believe we have fucking Cryptghast in here. Man, I Gonti. Who cares? I Gonti. I have a 4-3 now. 4-3 with menace. Clock's ticking. Clock's ticking. And I robbed you. All right, Cryptghast, and then I don't know. The goons rob a bank. The goons rob a bank. I Vats you. I Vats whoever my blockers are. I swing. Wait for it. That's 4. That's 3. I swing 7 on turn 5. That's looking. Hey. Corporate would like you to identify the difference between those power swings. Huh? Huh? We did it. Mission accomplished. Bring the troops home. Mission fucking accomplished. I'm not... I mean, it's silly for sure. Yeah, we can make Cryptghast a goon, but that's like... I don't know, this feels a lot like having the trust fund kid and giving him the arm patch just so you can use his dad's money to pay for tire irons. Which is goon behavior. Like, you're not wrong. It's just... When I think Butch Deloria is gonna hit you harder than God, I don't know if I imagined him swiping Timothy Chalamet's Amex Black to buy a rocket launcher. He is the accountant. It's not wrong. Oh my God. You are the devil, bro. You are the devil. I remove and I kill. And I make him an honorary goon. Now he swings for 5. Holy shit. Holy shit. I spectacle in this guy. I draw a card. Yeah, sure, whatever. This shit clean sucks, dog. This shit clean sucks. Siegfried is here. We're gooning. He is a 2-2! Oh my fucking God. This is like if the Crips or the Bloods showed up in Avengers Endgame and Thanos just straight into mist, bro. Into mist. You pulling up on the pre-con table with this deck. Oh. Oh. West Side Story gets interrupted by Ultron, eviscerating everybody with missiles. It is for bracket 2, so, I mean... Here's what I'll give you. Let's go to the card selection. We don't have nothing going on. And what kind of works thematically, I'm 50-50 on the theming of this so far. Because what does work thematically is you're just shooting everybody with a gun. That's a very Tunnel Snake thing to do, I think. I presume. If the Tunnel Snakes would not shoot people with a gun, you're cooked. But the best part of this deck is we appear to have the removal to hold down what the other commander decks are doing. This is crazy. You don't need to goon this much. You have a 2-mana commander. What is your curve? Absolutely not. Goon less. Goon less, please. Thank you. Are we on Armagoon? We should be on Armagoon. Gotta steal some books. Okay. Okay, I kind of see it. When a knife alone will keep the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God's greatest ramp. Jesus. We're lying. We're liars. You are why? You What the fuck is Gilded Lotus doing here, man? This is like the most expensive. This is the second most expensive card. What bit? That you can't count or read? That you can't. Scepter of Eternal. This is like you needed $70 for the new Call of Duty, and instead of just like pick up a job at the 7-Eleven, you were like, yeah, I'm gonna move to India. I'm gonna start a saffron farm because I heard it sells for $250 a pound. I only need to get 20 pounds of saffron to finance the plane ticket there, the manpower there, building the farm, getting the aqueduct set up, or however the fuck you grow saffron. I just I mean, it's all very cute. I saw your note about Soulstone. I like the whole. I do like the idea of Butch Deloria exposed to eldritch horrors. Butch Deloria is exposed to eldritch horrors and beats the absolute hell out of everybody. I'm with that. Prison Break, sure. Goons aren't invincible, you know. I dislike this. But this may just be my interpretation of goons being different. This feels more like the economic side of the mob, and Butch Deloria seems like the guy who's just hitting you with tire irons. And when the primer told me I'm gonna make him hit to make a normal guy hit harder than a dragon, like I imagine Butch Deloria on his Krillin shit. Like he is exposed to Super Saiyans, he gets leveled up that way, he punches you extremely hard. Not, I am billed 3 days after the death of Butch Deloria for 18 life. I have a pea shooter for home defense. This is a, okay, I'm going to save you here. I have a pea shooter for home defense. Incredibly good tag. You picked the wrong card. Incredible tag. This is the pea shooter for home defense. You can pick a different art if you want. This looks a little goonish, but this is what you do. No mercy. They send me to the hospital, I send them to the morgue. I know this is getting axed. I just need to decide what it becomes. So let's see. I hate that I'm going to say this. I think Heraldic Banner might be one of the few cards that I don't recommend you cut, both for theming and for effectiveness, because it seems like what you are trying to do is I want to swarm the landscape with really, really shitty rogues, right? I want to play a bunch of very shitty rogues, and they're just going to fucking beat on you, and they're going to have menace, so they're going to be a little better at fighting. Like, the +1/+0 kind of matters. I think the +1/+0 matters more than playing Gilded Lotus. Yeah, I might even recommend Patchwork Banner. As much as I hate it, as much as I despise the play pattern, when you are in the position of I'm going to make you block over and over and over again, and most of the things I'm making you block, you have to double block. Having a couple ways in the deck to just stack up, like little like +1 here, +1 here, you get scarier faster than you think. I want not a single dude worth shooting, so Butch just keeps the goons around. Hey, you've done that. Don't sweat that. If I had Swords to Plowshares, none of your boys would be catching it. So I think these are fine, actually. Actually, you know what? You need more goons. You have 18 goons. What the fuck? Unacceptable. Cody Coy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Welcome to the dog heaven. Wait a minute. If Maldhound is real, does that mean Magic the Gathering is also real? No, Magic the Gathering is fake. Not real. I would also, like, your commander can make stuff rogues. Somehow always managed around 4 goons each game I've done. We gotta dream bigger. You want a barbershop quartet? That's where your greed ends? Somehow I've managed 4 goons every game. That's what I expected when I said 18 goons disparagingly. We gotta go up, up and away, baby. So I would say lands down to 35. Let's talk about how we fix you. I need us. Yeah, we need to go we need to go Goon Ultra. And so I think the way we do that, down to 35 lands. You don't need 39. None of the things you're casting are very expensive. Like, you're playing your commander with every opening hand in the game. So I would not be on 35 lands for a deck like, or 39 lands for a deck like this. I would aim for 30 or more goons. I would also relax the definition of goons, right? Because we can make somebody a goon in post. We can baptize them. We can goontize them. We can make them a rogue after the fact. So as long as they fit the aesthetic, or as long as they fit a thing we need the deck to do, we can then try to like shoehorn in. Yeah, he just gives them a leather jacket. So the things I would want to recommend, because we want to see what do we have that's not a creature that we can make a creature. So in your card draw, I would love to see if we can make this man a goon. He looks roguish. He looks roguish. I don't know. They're tunnel snakes, not tunnel bats. Yeah, Keen Duelist is probably a better goon. She already has like leather armor. So we want more stuff. So this will also not hurt you too much because it means that you're going to be getting an extra card every turn, kind of all game, which will let you keep moving and shaking and just multicasting goons without getting fucked. Oh yes, one of my favorite bad cards. Oh, this guy is awful. This guy is awful. Play him right now. So Streets of New Capenna is going to have a lot for you. Like, basically what you have to do, go to Streets of New Capenna. What's the set name? Set SNC Commander Black type creature. We are going to Goon Central. I don't know if the big... Can you get a leather jacket around the shadow? So there's Shakedown Heavy. There's Underdog, who we can play from the graveyard, but I don't love them, but we could use them. Cards are really bad. Is there a different like commander set for? Oh, Body Launderer is, well, it's non-rogue creature, which kind of fucking sucks. Kind of fucking hurts. SCC, okay. There's no black, that's crazy. Swag Badger, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. We have Morbid Opportunist. Okay. Chat. Guys. Come on. I'm not forced. I didn't force this. It's in the set. We found it naturally. Natural Drana. Don't you cringe me! She's fucking... We must goon with Drana right now! She has that shit on, bro. She has that shit on. She's giving your creatures counters. Liberators are not goons. I would call goons freedom fighters. I would call Butch Deloria a freedom fighter. Come on. These guys, they're not the fascist state by any stretch of the imagination. Mari the Killing Quill is kind of cute. I don't think you need it, but it does. Actually, it gives everything Death Touch. Never mind, you need this. This is really, really good. Holy fuck. Dale, thank you for joining the dog home for the 13th month in a row. Welcome back. Genuine question, would Drana be a good commander in bracket 3 or 4? Fuck no. No, I love Drana very much precisely because she is not that good, but in some situations she really shines. So a lot of the time these are lower power combat focused decks that kind of want to like chip in over and over again and do like fair magic. So when you're already trying to do really fair magic, she can be a great lieutenant. When you are looking for like commander of bracket 3, bracket 4, you're not doing fair magic. All right, so Mari, Drana, Shakedown Heavy. We talked about Bob. We talked about Keen Duelist. What other creatures can we get that are going to do this? There's one card that is very goonish that you don't have. Now, the problem with Protection Racket, Keen Duelist I'm not too on because I don't hit the opponent hard and get hit hard, to be fair. I think you getting hit hard is dependent on opponent selection. And at that point, it's just a question of, is it worth it to get the extra card? Like, how much life would you pay to draw Mari? I would pay 3 to 4 life. Like, most of the time, like, as long as you're not picking the green player, Keen Duelist is not going to like swing on you crazy hard. There's Black Market Connections. That is very goonish, even though it's a very, very good card. Misfortune Teller. It is on flavor. It's also really, really bad. And I think if we want this deck to be like a proper 2 and not a 1 with nice shoes on, we probably don't want cards like Misfortune Teller. We probably want more cards like Mari and Drana. Yeah, we could do Bitter Blossom. That seems weird to me. You could grandfather it in under the same like oh, well, Butch Deloria is making connections to the Eldritch Beyond and using those to beat the fuck out of people. Like, it could work, but you have to sell it really well. We don't have a single other printing. That is a shame, because this effect would be great for you. This effect is like, okay, I have a board of wide goons. How the fuck do I win? They get a shitload of counters. I don't have confidence in my ability to sell casual Bitter Blossom. Well, the important it is casual. Like, if they push back on Bitter Blossom being too good a card, your friends want to play bracket 1. What we would be trying to sell is Butch Deloria, the Tunnel Snake, being down with a fairy army. But I don't know enough about Butch Deloria to know if that sells. Oh, we have this already. So this effect would be good. OTAG gives PP counters commander black. Yeah, Black Market Connections is way more on theme for this. Lethal Scheme is also pretty on-brand removal. That's kind of cute. This is like vampire shit. Pip-Boy 3000 is kind of cute. This guy's a Fallout guy already. Yeah, he's a Fallout guy already. I kind of like Pip-Boy with how many 2-drops we have. Una's Blackguard. Oh, this shit is fucked. Oh, hello. Do we have her? No, get my girl in here. Get my girl in here. That's diabolical. What else can we do to make these boys nice and big? My goon has a haunted backstory. Jay Arlington, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you are having a good stream. We are currently goon maxing with Butch Deloria. I like Haunted one a fair bit. Makes my board big. Makes people not want to block. Makes my commander get Undying. Although this does mean we don't want to do as many +1/+1 counter stuff. I think it would be fine just for the banner, actually. Shredder die for real. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Woke for the doghouse. Almost typed Otag Goon. Beautiful. We don't care about that. Conformer Shuriken's art does not fit at all. Johnny Boy, yes, this is a commander deck. This is a mono black Butch Deloria deck where we are trying to thematically make Butch Deloria experience Eldritch Horrors Beyond His Reckoning and have that turn into a workout routine. Agent of the Shadow Thieves is almost there, but it puts a big target on Butch's back. We're not doing as many counters. Okay, and then we're probably not going to play Gwenum, huh? We're probably not going to play Gwenum. Does this deck get a lot of stuff in the yard, by the way? No, if we get board wiped, it does. If we get board wiped, it does. If it doesn't get board wiped, it does not. These, okay, I'm down with Back in Town. Everything else has to get better. Everything else, I would say we want straight back to the field if we can. Wait a minute. Come on. Hold on. What's happening? What's happening? We get board wipes? Give me every goon back? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Don't touch King Goon. I don't love Titan Hunter. It's cool, but I don't love it. We're not running Bitter Blossom. Behold the Gooning 6 is crazy. Behold the Gooning 6 is perfect. Pen and Blade's cool, yeah. Got this collectivist shit, like you take out the one guy, it just passes to the next who's still almost as big. What's the Solemn Doom Guide? It's, nah, I don't love it. Because I would rather, because like if we're going to have a ton of creatures in grave, we're going to have a ton of creatures in grave because we got to turn 7 and failed to do damage and somebody cast Wrath of God. What's going to save us then is not being able to recast because of Catholicism. It's going to be we spend 6 mana, bring every goon back. You gotta play this shit. This goonish as hell. Outrageously goonish. Look at that moon face. You could put a leather jacket on this guy. You could do it. We could put spikes on him. Hold on. Supposed to be black. Come on. He could get some shoulder pads. There we go. Kane, traitorous dragoon. Shut the fuck up, kept by bees. You shut the fuck up right now. IMO, this guy's stone cold sucks, but you can. Yeah, I'm not giving my goons away. Hello, Purple Nomars. Thank you for being here. IDK, look it up. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Yeah, this is pretty cute. I don't think we need to play it. Like, again, we don't want to... What we want to do right now is suggest things that will make the deck more powerful while retaining the theme. We do not want to inject more theme while making it weaker. We already have too much theme, not enough ability to play Magic. I mean... If you did not have the name here, and you said this guy was a tunnel snake, legendary, therefore not goon, what the fuck are you talking about? Huh? Explain yourself to me right now. Legends cannot be goons. Have you heard of Al Capone? Frank Sinatra? Scarface? What are we talking about? Irresponsible. Irresponsible. Gary is a goon if I ever saw one. Banned. Banned. Irresponsible. And then I think you're good. I think right now we just don't have enough emphasis on how do I make power and how do I make power hit people. That's it. Once you fix that problem, I think you're so solid. I don't think you know who Frank Sinatra is. You might be right. So I think right now we're a little bit down here. Because we just don't, we're putting like 10 power on board. And then we're getting murdered by a dinosaur. We gotta be gooning heavily. So I would say your priorities need to be 30 goons in the deck, down to 35 lands. You want more permanent-based draw engines. There's not going to be too many of those that work great with what you have. You don't need to ramp as much. I don't think you need as much mana. I think you need more access to your deck. So, like, even in bracket 2, you can still Phyrexian Arena. I'm sure that matches a setting from Fallout at some point. You could Requiem Monolith, which is like alien tech that Butch Deloria finds because a spaceship crashed. You can use the creatures we already told you about. You can use Parker Luck. Like I would get more of those. So you just keep going like, hey, I draw 2 every turn. New goon, replace the goon who just died. Bounty board is sick. That is beautific. Really cute, really bad. Play some good cards to make up for this. And then you're home free. So Silver, thank you very much for submitting. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then it's time for Supermassive Gaming. Underworld Connections. I actually kind of like that, yeah. Another really bad card that is really, really thematic in this deck, and we do need the card draw. I am open to the Goon Mother. I am open to the Goon Mother, especially if you up your removal or crime count at all. They make rogues. Beautiful, yes. All right, manual ad break time. See you all soon. Personal question from Spamton. What do you think the most fun way to build a Feldigriff deck would be? I think I have to recuse myself because I cannot think of a fun way to build this commander. I think you would have to do some like dumbass secret combo where you're like, ha ha ha, the joke is my commander's really bad, but then it also has Approach of the Second Sun. 6/7, 6/7. Why aren't you laughing? No, it's like group hug. No. Wait, come on. Maul, do you consider yourself more of a Jund guy or a Grixis daddy? Which has better vibes? For casual, Jund guy. I would prefer to be a Grixis guy, but playing Grixis well basically mandates that you're playing it in like close to bracket 4 most of the time. Like most of the stuff Grixis wants to do, or you have to be at a bracket 3 table where people hate each other. And I don't have too many of those. Maulhound, what bracket do you think it's best to aim for when starting out in Commander? I'm guessing 1 or 2, maybe 3. When you're just starting out in Commander, I would probably try to build without game changers and just assume that you're going to end up at a 2. Like, try to build without game changers, without infinites, and you'll end up at 2. And then over time, you will get to 3. Don't do 1. 1 is for expert deck builders only. If you try to build bracket 1 and you do not have an immense amount of knowledge, like anybody who's trying to build bracket 1 and is not the best deck builder you know is just preparing to ruin the vibes of a random LGS on a Friday night. Like, it's just, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, if you don't have very high standards for what the vibe of your deck is, you just get all of these people that are like, oh, what do you mean building like 98 cards that support Approach of the Second Sun isn't a bracket 1 deck, but it's not a good win con? It's not a good, it has to be allowed. It's not good. Like, everything in it is an oof. What do you mean? And it's fucking terrible. I thought bracket 1 was like the least hard. No, which is counterintuitive because bracket 1 are the weakest decks, but bracket 1 mandates that you are prioritizing something other than winning and doing that while still building a deck that can be enjoyable is damn near impossible for most people. Does Z play any other 3-color combination besides Mardu? Yes, Z is kind of a foil to me. They play a lot of colors, but they almost always play white. They play Mardu, they play Bant, they play Esper. I haven't seen them play Naya. I've seen them play Dimir, but they haven't played that for a while. So they play a lot of 3-color combos that have white in them. Flagley Poo, there are 3 ways to get a deck rating. We raffle off free deck reviews every stream. We're going to see if we raffle one off right now. We sell them on Ko-Fi every weekend at Sunday, noon Pacific. We're not raffling off a free one right now. Or if you have more money than you have patience, you can spend $500 and I will roast your deck live. My Feldegrif deck basically does nothing but play Stax pieces and Rain of Power. That's why I don't. That's why I've recused myself. That is why. Cypress, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. Feldegrif is also infinite with Intruder Alarm if you want to do that with it. Yeah, like that's what bores me about it. Is everything what I really like about a commander, my favorite thing is when a commander is really good and I can use it to do something that is kind of bad and still have it end up okay. That's what I love to do. I love to take like a nuclear, like a rocket launcher and use it to mow my lawn in a new and crafty way. Versus commanders like this where they're so bad that the only thing you can do with them is play 2 and 3 card combos to make them win. Like it just fucking okay, man. We're basically rolling a die every upkeep and it's like on 1 through 19 you spend your turn doing nothing, and on a 20, you draw the 2 card combo piece, and then the game's over. Don't you like Niv Mizzet, blue-red? Yeah, he's my boy, and that's also why I don't fucking play him in casual anymore, because he has the same problem. The difference is he's cool, and this guy sucks. Like, I took apart my Niv Mizzet deck precisely because every game played that way. Like every game was just bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay, Niv Mizzet, I win. And that became not fun after 1 game. It became worrying after 3. And after I think the 5th game, I took apart the deck and never put it back together. Because it was just so lame. And I wanted it to be cooler. Like my current VV deck is the feeling that I wanted Niv Mizzet to evoke. What commander would you go to enable Eureka? It's such a goofy pet card for me. Don't do this. This is the one time where I'll be anti-proxy. If you want to do this, you have to pay the $500 dumbass tax. Do not. You stop this shit right now. I don't even think there's a specific commander you would do to make this work. I would do some type of deck that enabled me to have as many effects that let me draw a card when a permanent of a given type entered. So like Simic Tatyova is an example, but any commander where your deck is just like a million tutors and things that say when permanent enter you draw, and then I would deck myself and play Thoracle and then, you know, leave it for the parking lot. Oh, the triggers don't even work that way? Great. Then don't do it. Then I'm back to not doing it. What would you suggest to make your deck better / getting better at this game for Commander? I'm still very new to the game and still learning. So, if I plug myself, I would say go to my Vodhound channel, because that is the one where I post like these. I think you can see it in the dynamic between me and Silver Super during that deck roast. There were a lot of times where on stream I am playing things up for laughs and comedic value. It is mostly about the spectacle. It is less about the help, even though we do some actual helping. But the VODhound channel is all reviews where all I'm doing is helping. The most helpful thing you can do, take a Google Doc. If you are trying to make a deck better, if you're trying to build a deck in the first place, go to a Google Doc, write down the goals of the deck, the things the deck has to do in chronological order to get to a win. If you have more than 3 things, you're fucking up. Straight up. A lot of people don't want to accept that, but that is about the limit for how many like broad categories of thing a commander deck can do before it gets overstretched. Like ramp, find a specific creature in the deck, find a specific payoff. Like those are your goals. And then from there, start building the deck, trying to do goal number 1 as quickly as possible. You probably need like 15 to 25 cards to do that. Then how do I do goal number 2? Then how do I do goal number 3? And if you're ever having problems, just look at, well, how many cards have I dedicated to goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3, whatever I'm failing at? Are there better cards I can swap in? Or can I give up on one of these goals to make the other goals work better? Would recommending a probability calculator be a bad recommendation? I think so. I think people get too lost in the min-maxing of the numbers instead of just like making big sweeping changes. Like the worst thing I think you can do in your commander deck building and in your life is if you go, well, I can't quite do this thing that I want the deck to do, or I can't quite do this thing that I want to do in my daily life. If I just tweak it by like 5% more, then mathematically I'll get there. No, bad, wrong. Don't fucking do that. You're gonna asymptotically approach happiness and never reach it. If you have a thing you want to change it too much. And then you can change it back in a series of little step backs. But I hate using probability calculators because they encourage people to change as little as possible in pursuit of getting it perfect versus actually having to sit down with their priorities and be like, what part of the deck, if it goes right, do I not care as much about other stuff going wrong? I am whole-assing that part. And that's why I use heuristics. Like if you have fewer than 10 of something, you probably won't see one. If you want to see 1 million of something, you need 30. But I really hate using these like the fine-tuned mathematical tools because people get lost in the details. Okay, but you really should use a hypergeometric calculator for your curve. False. You should just feel that shit on vibes. You just gotta know. Cody Coy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Welcome back to Dog Heaven. Hey Mauled, what is your favorite counterspell that is also a creature? I don't play any of those bitches. Does not happen. Does not occur. If I am counterspelling you, we are leaving that board empty. Empty, brother. Thoughts on Rakdos the Muscle specifically in bracket 4, bracket 5? I don't know enough about it. Sure, I know that people have built the CEDH deck for it, so I trust them. Sure, but bracket 4, bracket 5 is the Magic I play the second least of. I very much enjoy my home in bracket 3, sometimes upper bracket 2. All right, the rest of the vamping is gonna have to wait. We're gonna go to Supermassive Gaming's deck. This is scary. I make tokens and 1/1 counters to make big creatures to punch people in the face with. Okay. Yep. All right. Straight to the playtest. I already believe you. Scary! Boo! Boo, motherfucker! We're jump scaring the modern players. That's what we're doing. No lands in the opening hand. That's scary for sure. Cultivate! That's my fucking goat. That's my fucking goat. We have one exotic orchard. I'm feeling the fear. A 7 mana permanent and 1 land. I'm feeling fear. There we go. There it is. Turtles, removal, and tutors. You motherfuckers and your precon upgrades. All right, we have to have a triumph. Demonic tutor. Demonic tutor, they tell. What could you be? Okay. Training center, Michelangelo. Cavern of Souls, naming turtles. I named turtles at Farseek. Whatever. Command tower is now tutorable by Farseek. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I attack. Leonardo, I attack. Counter. Oh, look. Counter on everybody. Thank you for catching me about forgetting the bottom roisterer. Pause. Wait, don't. Shut the fuck up. Okay. We can threats undetected. I'm presuming the deck is just all fucking turtles. Playing Donatello makes no sense because this triggers only once each turn. What do we have? What would a primo deck builder have put in that's going to make a token every turn for Donatello or for Leonardo the Balance? Because we're good deck builders. We built a scary deck. We built a very scary deck that has good cards in it. So you definitely have Illustrious Wanderglyph. Okay, well, we definitely have Tender Shoot Dryad. Okay, well, we definitely have Adeline to at least make tokens on our turn. Okay, well, what do we have? Oh, good, a turtle, a turtle art, prosperous fucking thief, and another turtle. That's what we're getting. Mona Lisa, it's too late. I've fetched the first 4 creatures I saw. They give us these 2. I think these get shuffled. I don't even care. Exotic Orchard, now fetchable with Wooded Foothills. Rules update. We can demo tutor, which seems crazy. This seems so... this seems so unnecessary. We'll do Mikey and Leo, Chaos and Order. I'm going to presume I can spend the mana in some type of way to do both of these. I get counters on everybody. I draw a card. Oh, good. We have Kutzil. Kutzil's here, everybody. Do we really have Simic Ascendancy in this deck? Oh my god. No Dryad, no Wanderglyph. We got tentacles, though. We got the fucking tentacles. Alright, we get Simic Ascendancy. Disgusting. I fetch another land that does what I need it to do. This is 4. Okay. So 7 mana for 7 mana of spells. Good job, me. They can't cast spells during my turn. I try to deal 1,000,000 damage. I draw a card. I put 4 counters on Simic Ascendancy. All right. Okay. This is the Mona Lisa we were talking about. This makes some type of sense where we can now make tokens on other people's turns. Yeah, we do this. It's turn 8. Ooh. 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 Okay. First things first, before we look at the deck, we are hella downgrading from scary. We are downgrading to spooky instantaneously. We are being taken away from the full contact haunted house. We are being put on hayride duty stat. So let us begin with fresh eyes looking at this upgraded turtle precon. We have some unblockability, we have some removal. I think most of the removal is pretty fine. I saw you play this on skill check and stole your idea. Hell yeah. I would like more cards, please. Fucking glorious. Fucking glorious. Yep. Just two equally good cards. Just three normal commander cards that are all roughly as useful as each other. Just classic Cowabunga into Demo Tutor into Threats Undetected. Lose half your life, please. I disagree with this. Protection recursion, sure. Ramp, I disagree with this too. We can talk about why later. Token, counters, and related paraphernalia. Fucking bullshit. Okay, so we really just took like the Turtles precon and every card we owned over $5 and went, bah! Boogie woogie! Oh, okay. I don't really like Academy Manufactor here. I know I hate Academy Manufactor on a vibes level every single time I see him. In this deck, you don't even benefit from making more tokens. Right? Like your primary benefit is not how do I make as many tokens as possible? Your primary benefit is how do I make as many tokens as I can on every turn. And then April O'Neil. I mean, sure, this is a way to... Like, I'm having trouble telling how much we want this deck to be good and how much we want this deck to use every single Ninja Turtles card that I opened, and I think that will influence a lot of the recommendations I make, because for the most part, like, the deck's fine. This is one of the strongest precons that has ever been put to print. So the fact that you're using commanders from that precon and you're using cards from that precon, like, it's gonna work. Does the primer really say this is one of the most consistent decks I've ever built? Yeah, this is consistent. Do you... Hold on. I've eaten hundreds of these in my life. They have never missed, okay? We can come at the deck for many things. We're not about to come at the Ninja Turtles for inconsistency. Okay, these motherfuckers are atomic clocks of normalness. You are getting your counters, you are getting your tokens, you are getting your combat damage. It is merely everything else about it that we can razz them for. Uh, 39 lands is fine. So anyway, for April O'Neil live on the scene. I think the feedback, because I felt this when I saw Donatello as well, like my feedback is for across the board is going to be, because we have a 2-mana token generator in our command zone, having anything else that makes tokens on our turn is a waste of time unless it is making really good tokens. Clues are not really good tokens. Endless Foot Assault, really good tokens because we're going to overwhelm people really quickly. This guy makes a token, but he's primarily a counter doubler. Like, Mona Lisa's great because they're making tokens on somebody else's turn. Big Mother Mouse are like, this is just straight up, hey, this is a card from the Ninja Turtles set. For sure, this is a card from the Ninja Turtles set. But like Donatello, making an extra token does nothing. right? Like there's not an interaction where making the extra token matters. Like if you have a ton of spare mana and you're dumping the mana into the mutagen tokens, like sure, whatever. I would rather be balance maxing. The TMNT booster box strikes again, bro. And then Simic Ascendancy, like, okay, sure, maybe you get into a gridlock. My displeasure here is all from we have like one of the biggest boards at the table. What's going on? Why are we afraid? Why are we afraid of combat? Why can't we kill them? Do we have a life gain player? I would accept life gain player. The ooze is really bad. Like there's a heavenly restriction on this deck. That's what's pissing me off. There's a heavenly restriction on this deck where there is a number that I don't know that you have decided of there must be this many cards with the TMNT set symbol on the card. So gaming, how many of those do we need to have? I can work with you on that. I can work with you on that math. But we've pulled up, like we've taken our card of the mechanic and it has 80 anime waifu stickers. And I'm like, damn, you have a big titty anime priestess clogging up your exhaust. Your catalytic converter doesn't work anymore. And you're like, no, I need all of them. And I'm like, statistically, you cannot. And you're like, no, I need every single one of them. So we have to, how many of these cards have to have turtles? I put every turtle card I pulled in there, but I don't care how many it actually has. Okay, then we are going to have an extinction event. We're going to have a turtle extinction event. The ones that I don't think you should play anymore. Or the ones that could be changed for something that would just be better. Raphael. That's cute. I like that one. The Spree, thank you for the Twitch follow. Heroes in a Half Shell. Probably Lessons from Life. Satoru for sure. There's nothing in here we're cheating out. Shredder, Shadow Master. And then let's talk about the ramp. I feel like this is a deck that just curves out. Like I don't know what we are ramping for, or if we need to ramp. Like if we need to ramp, it should be, I want to ramp a crazy stupid amount in order to double spell from here on out. So like Mona Lisa Science Geek, I kind of understand. I don't love it, but I kind of get that there's a lot of upside here. I don't like Arcane Signet. I don't like Chromatic Lantern, although you are 5 colors. I don't like Farseek. Don't like Ninja Pizza. Don't like Cultivate. Don't like Prosperous Thief. Don't like Soul Ring. Don't like Mox Amber. Don't like Silver Fur Master. Don't like Academy Manufacturer. Don't like April. Big Mother Mouser. Donatello. I don't like Doubling Season for Scary. I think this is an example of you are trying to get twice as much out of an effect where you could just have more things that do the effect. Like one of your game changers, as much as I hate the card, token every turn. Even if we don't want to do that, token every turn. Token every turn, baby. Like we did this with the Lucy Approach of the Second Sun deck. But what you want is how many different ways can I get a token on every upkeep? Oh fuck, Coma. True. This bastard. That's basically a long turtle. Think about it. They do have Kutzilin. But I think as a rule, pretty much everything you have that is I make an extra token or I make twice as many tokens could be replaced with something that made a token on somebody else's turn, and the deck gets way better instantly. I had to switch back to this monitor to say long turtle hurt me. Am I wrong though? How am I wrong? Top decking. Where's Shell? It's somewhere back there. You can't see the whole thing. You don't know. It could be like... It could be behind this little hump. There could be ridges here. It's like a perspective thing. You just can't tell. Are humans featherless bipeds? Yeah. And then the ooze I also don't love because it's very, very mana intensive to set our board back up. Yeah, like if we're doing all of this in the hopes, if we're doing all of this mutagen stuff in the hopes of drawing mutagen man and then being able to crack our mutagen tokens for 0, that is okay. That is also like deep bracket 2 behavior. Deep, deep, deep in the trenches, in the copper mines of Siberia. It is not, I'm demo tutoring turn 2 for something that's gonna explode your penis. The Ozolith I'm more on with, because then you can just store all the tokens immediately, move them back out immediately. And I like Mona Lisa Ever Adaptable. So the Turtles cards that I think you should keep: Foot Assault, High Score, honestly Leatherhead. I don't love Level Up, but I don't hate it. You can you can definitely do this, Michelangelo. Mona Lisa, play Raphael. Simic Ascendancy just feels like, how could we not be killing people? If your pod plays like a ton of propaganda effects, a ton of stuff that prevents you from killing people, do it. I can accept that. I just despise it. Definitely no ooze though. And then I think I'm okay with this top deck stuff. I would other stuff that would probably be helpful to you. I think cut Electric Seaweed as well. Cut. Absolutely not with electric. It's very, very cute. Cut this shit instantaneously. We cannot be force of willing to protect our Electric Seaweed combo. We must be serious people. Juiced, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Then what else can we get you with card draw that's gonna work? I would like to recommend... You mean I can't Seaweed plus Swiftimize the table? You can. We're gonna have to have a conversation about what scary is, though, because you can, for sure. It is more about what your deck is, having what your deck is trying to do, have a more consistent level of how terrifying it is. Because my issue with Seaweed is not that this is not a good enough combo. Like, it's, hey, I can one-sided board wipe if I get these 2 cards. It's at the level where we're playing Cyclonic Rift, Force of Will. Like, we're already playing, hey, what if I just one-sided board wiped you? And so when we play a card that is unplayable dog shit, right? Like Swift Demise, I think stays. But Electric Seaweed, in every context where you do not have Swift Demise in hand, stone cold ass. Right? Can we level there? Solid reference. Stone cold booty cheeks. It is a 0/4. We cannot swing it for our aggro plan. We cannot make tokens with it for our anything else plan. It is expensive if we are using it as a sweeper. We don't appear to be double spelling that actively, so we're not going to stack the damage up. Like, there's no use case for it. The card is blank. It's hard to tell, but my comment was a joke. I'm okay with cutting seaweed. Oh, okay. Never mind. Fuck you. How dare you? How dare you? Then yeah, fast forward can stay because I love Goad. For more card, I would argue for Dusk Legion Duelist. Like, a genuine thing you do want is you want more cards like Mikey and Leo and Bebop that are 2-drops that you can swing on turn 3 and then play, or you can play your commander main phase 1 of turn 3 and have swung them already versus having to swing your commander. Because if you if every turn 2 you are playing Michelangelo and then swinging him, somebody will chuck their Llanowar elves under the bus to stop you. If they've played with you enough, they're going to be like, I will in fact ruin my life if it makes your day a little bit more inconvenient. What they won't do is kill their important setup creature to kill one of your random guys if Michelangelo is going to trigger anyway safely in your base. And so I would argue for a lot more of your 2-drops being somebody I can put in and then throw away willingly. Whereas right now, like, I mean, I guess we can throw away April, but I think when you have access to every color of the rainbow, you have so many better guys to do it. And Michelangelo weirdness to 11. Actually, if you hit your land drops, that's fine, because he'll go to a 3/3. I just, overall, we're just so deep in the Uncrustables territory. Oh yeah, Baleful Strix. That's a great one. Like, I think we have to... You have to open your mind to... What? Oh, I did Bathful. Like, you have to open your mind to what you want the deck to accomplish mechanically and go out and research for cards that do that. Whereas this right now, this looks like a Taco Bell $9 Fiesta box. Is it tasty? I fully believe it's going to do what you told me it will do. It will put tokens down. It will put counters down. I don't feel any personality come through other than you're a little bit of a bitch. Because most of what we've done is gone, okay, what is every rare from the Turtles set? You're in the deck. Welcome to the war. I would like to extend an invitation to the Avengers Initiative, because you do in fact have a gold symbol on your card. And I would love to see it be reprioritized around what the curve out actually looks like. Like, it looks too much built from like the command zone deck template. We went, okay, get my lands in here. Okay, give me 10 ramp. Give me 10 draw. Give me 10 removal. And then give me all my synergy. And so it's a deck that functions, but it just doesn't sing for me. So we're going to put you... Jarvis, show me ramp. So I'm going to put you in the workhorse section, because this works for sure. I think this can probably throw hands at low bracket 3. You have relatively little to do about a combo happening, but a lot of people don't have very much to do about a combo happening. And if you just want this to be a collection of your prettiest turtles, this can be the trade binder that I kill you with. But overall, we just don't have enough going on for my money. We don't have a mission. We have like what do we have? We have mascots for sure. We have sick mascots. We have very sick mascots. We definitely have a big enough budget. But I want to see you on a mission, if that makes sense. So that is going to be where we end this roast, we are going to go to the manual ad break and then move on to rolling for the freebie and Sir Bubbles' deck, if you are here, Sir Bubbles. Apologies, but this is listed somewhere or frequently asked, but when do Ko-Fi commissions for the 20-minute PP reviews get refreshed? Those get refreshed every Sunday at noon PST. I am considering, because the demand has been high, I want to keep the price for those low because I want there to be an easy way to access this stuff. I am considering allowing a oh, thank you, baby. I'm considering making a third price for a review where there's like the $15 reviews that refresh on Sunday, the 75 deck roast to do it on stream, and then a higher price for one that is the off-stream deck review but is uncapped. But I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. Where can we send in our decks for future reviews? There is a roast command. Also, Malik Al-Nihari, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub for the 8th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home, my friend. How do we enter the lottery? You will know when it comes up. How do you mean uncapped as in it doesn't sell out? Yes. So what I mean by that is, let me go pull this up. So like right now on my Ko-Fi, mostly everything is sold via the commissions page. Like custom cards, the Commander deck reviews, the Commander deck roasts, all that stuff. And I am considering making one that is either a commission or I think I would still put it in the commissions tab, but it would be like this option in the shop where you can buy it whenever, but it would be a much higher price. Because like, I don't know, money's good. And I have the stream option for if you have more money than patience, I will do this thing for you. And so it feels reasonable to extend that. It would be $100 if you want to make it match the $15. I don't think it has to match the $15. I just think it has to be worth the time and the jaw pain. Because it feels, I feel like I already have a pretty inflated sense of self. I would not value one of my deck reviews, one of my non-funny deck reviews at $100. If you're going for, I want this to be seen on stream, I want this to be a YouTube video, I want Maultown to make funny mouth noises, and I want him to like draw a meme for my deck and talk about how I am a uncrustable if it was a person. Oh, this reminds me, were you still considering selling an upscaled roast option that gets edits or something? That has been pushed back, because that would be selling your deck gets a dedicated YouTube video that is just a deck tech. And I did one of those for boot.dev, and it did really bad. Now, obviously, I did not like hook crazy hard with that. And I have faith that I could do better if I did it more. I'll just gamble instead. Gambling is always the answer, kids. Let's see if it's the answer. Let's see, Treacle. I'll put my belief system on the line right now. That's crazy. Gambling's not the answer. Gambling's not the answer at all. I personally have been loving the 20-minute PP reviews. I like them as well. They have gone much better than I expected them to. Random Smasher Pass. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. And then we have one for Keyboard as well. So from Roysterer, what do we have? Ooh, a submissive Frenchman. I think I will, yes. Yes. And then this is not a smashable thing, so we'll re-roll that one. Pass, hard pass, holy shit. Yeah, right, this is just a massive bird. I like the PP reviews actually really helped me with focusing up and actually got more enjoyment out of my deck. That is what they're for. And I think it's also going to lead to some more development in the roasts because I would like the roast to continue evolving and getting better. And I think doing the playtest first is I think I know what it is, and I think it makes me uncomfortable because I've had a number of not highly negative experiences when I try to do this, but I have enough bad experiences that I've become very like precocious about it. And because I think what needs to be communicated with the roast is you actually you're not getting any upgrades. You will get one upgrade, which feels weird. But there's many because it wouldn't have worked with like the deck that Silver Super sent in today. Like I think doing the playtest first makes it funnier. Um but like with Supermassive's deck, what they are in need of is not actually Dusk Legion Duelist. What they are in need of is LSD. They are in need of a bisexual goth woman to break their heart and open up their mind a little bit. Like they need to watch old movies projected onto like the roof of a shitty like freshly built home where the foundations are already cracking and they're having like bad microwave popcorn and just barely holding hands, and then she disappears 2 weeks later and leaves him wanting for the rest of his life. Like this deck needs yearning. It doesn't need a card. But I think that is at odds with many people. Many people do also want some cards. And Baleful Strix would be a very good card for this deck. And I promise for those of you who have just come here, I'm not going to continue waxing philosophic for much longer. But the reviews have been going well enough that I think the roasts are going to become more like, yeah, you'll be lucky to get 3 cards out of this. Or maybe what I could do is the roast is going to be shorter. You're going to get a written like part of what you're buying is after the stream I will actually write up, here are the ads, here are the subtracts. I hope you enjoyed the funny stuff too. And the stream part is just like, this is what's wrong with you as a person. This is like the best card you could be adding to it. To give it more contrast with the reviews, because the reviews are way like the energy is lower, I'm much more calm, and it's talking through point for point. Hey, what's wrong with your deck? What do we need to do better? But a lot of the stuff that we did with Supermassive Gaming's deck was like review but loud, which is not what I want to do for the roasts. And my intuition is that it's not what the people getting roasted would enjoy as much anyway. My phone is down to 39 and I just got a warning that my charging port may be wet or dirty, and it says not to use the port until the warning disappears, which could be a few hours. Fuck me running, dude. Airplane mode, RN. Airplane mode, low battery mode, RN. Hello, Enter Blathnier. Welcome to the stream. But I do think that would, I do think that's going to require much more aggressive messaging from me on the part of what the roasts are. Because even with Silver Super's deck, like they weren't getting butthurt about it. But when I began to drag them more actively, there was one point where they commented like, "Oh, but this is exactly why I sent the deck in for help." And that is the moment of friction where I go, "Okay, I know that. I know that. My understanding until this point was that what I am currently doing is what you had paid for." And that communicates to me, okay, let's back off a little. Let's back off a little. Let's get a little bit more mechanical because they are feeling gone after in a way that they don't want to feel gone after. And I think trying to pivot on those moments live is making them less entertaining. And I need to be more upfront about, hey, if you buy this, there's going to be times where it feels like I'm being unfair to your deck. I'm not appreciating mechanical nuances of your deck. I may not even see the exact vision that you saw, and it's going to feel too harsh. That is what you are paying for. If you do not want that, here is a different product that you do want. When I buy a roast, it's honestly mostly just to see if you clap or scream. Right, that's what it should be. That's what it should be. I feel like the disconnect is not you roasting the deck, it's more people misunderstanding what a roast is. Yes, and I think that is my fault. Not like as a person. I think because I have titled these roasts, and for 2 years now have performed them as reviews, naturally the customer base and audience is a little bit confused about what they are. You should just have a mean and nice option in the Ko-Fi. I do that and it still ends up in mismatches. Like I don't think there's mean and nice. I think there is, if you buy this, it's mean. Don't buy this if you don't want mean. Buy this totally other thing. No substitutions. That's the burger. It has red onions. If you are allergic to red onions that scream at you and call you names, don't buy this burger. Have people had a lot of negative feedback actually? No, but there's MS Paint time. MS Paint time. So if we can imagine negative feedback, I really didn't like that. Down here. We can imagine positive feedback, exactly what I wanted. I'm paying you $75 with my next paycheck to get another one. And then, oh yeah, I guess that was okay. I got some cards. This is I'm talking right now about this outcome. I'm certain that I do have some red feedbacks. The red feedbacks are very, very rare. I have vanishingly few people who I've either reached out to or reach out to me and are like, I did not like this. I did not like this. It actively displeased me. We have good numbers. I don't know how to represent this with MS Paint, but we have good numbers for green. Happy. I want more of these. I feel good about the money I paid. And every single time I have people who are like, oh yeah, that was fine. That's where I'm like, there's a problem here. I want, like, my goal is probably 80%. And this is not, oh, everyone say hi to my girlfriend. I gotta check Discord, but everyone say hi to my beautiful girlfriend. I do not, I'm messaging them now. Okay, I have sent them a message. Do you think the highlight vids are skewing people's perception? Yes, because it is my performances skewing their perception. Even in the highlight vids, I am. This is actually really interesting to think about. This is really interesting to think about. What I think the deck rows should be are the highlight videos being done by Garrett. That is what I want your expectation to be. It's Mauled is going to be really loud. He may do a physical bit. He may do an MS Paint bit. He may make a meme live. And then you are going to be double baked and put on YouTube. And the ones I have been doing are much more, this is a review, but I try a bit hard to be mean. If Z is non-binary, is girlfriend the operative term? Honestly, not sure about this. For Z, it is because we talked about it and they said they were down with girlfriend. So anytime you are absolutely not sure about it, make sure you ask the person in question. So in this case, yes, girlfriend is the operative term. For other non-binary people, girlfriend may not be the operative term, but Z is my girlfriend and they are wonderful and I love them. Lost Ronin, I think it's good to have the clarity of what to expect at the higher price point for live access during the stream, an arguably harder thing to produce. It would be cool to have that message with real advice too. Right, and that is why we so often end up providing cards, which is why I am considering saying, well, the roast is now, the advice portion is not going to be live. The advice is going to be something I deliver in addition to the streamed bit, and the streamed bit is going to be faster and less advice. Like, faster, less advice. I am going to shotgun, like, have you fucking heard of a 2-drop, brother? And then Vine Boom and move on. And then I will, like, send you a write-up of, hey, I think this is the core weakness of your deck. I think these are like the 10 weakest cards you have. I think this is the 10 cards they could become, and it would make your deck better. And it would not be as strict as all that. But that's what I'm considering right now. So like when you were looking through the decks for the competition, yeah, a bit. Because I want everybody to, I don't think it's realistic. I don't think it's realistic to expect 100% of people to love it, but I want the vast majority of people to walk out of the stream being like, I'm really glad I did that. I enjoyed that. Wouldn't that cut out a great deal of substance from the reviews? It would cut out a fair bit, so I'm not convinced we're going to do it or we're going to do it forever. But we now, like, I have the option for, oh, all I want is substance. Like, we sell that now. If all you want is substance, here's 20 minutes of all substance. And then somebody else said, hold on, this was way back and I missed it. I'm sorry about that. Boss, I'm in hell. I'm having a mandatory training on how to prompt AI correctly, and the people presenting in the training videos are fake people with fake names talking about AI as if they are in the field, but their lips AI moving as they talk. That sounds like a Black Mirror episode. I am so sorry for you, Goat. Caramon V2 earlier said, I think the cost has people confused. It feels like the private reviews are more effort and work. That is a good thing that I can work on my messaging on, because the private reviews are infinitely easier. For me, giving, this is fucking... Chat, I want you guys to know, when I say this, you're allowed to make fun of me. My skin is thick enough. My forehead shiny enough. I'm not going to freak out when everybody clowns me for this. For me, giving the good deck advice is very easy. Giving the deck advice in an entertaining and funny way is the hard part, which is why the streamed ones are priced so high. Now, the reason I said it's okay to clown me is because most people are like, oh, Maldhound doesn't even build good decks. I build perfect decks. I build wonderful, complete contraptions to do exactly the thing that I want to do. The exact thing that I want to do is just not always that powerful. I like fucking around. I build fuck around machines. So yeah, but I do understand that is not the normal way the price scaling works. Normally for something like this, if I'm being paid more, the pay more would be for like better end product versus like the deck review probably gets you a more meaningful upgrade list. The roast gets you a YouTube video you can watch with your friends. It'll probably make you laugh more. So I think separating those out and leaning even further into the contrast between like roast is it is funny time. It is funny time. It is a performance. Didn't we spend an entire session trying to make something that wasn't going to work because it was going against key concepts you push? Yes, that was the Reanimator, but it's also like that was me trying to see if I could prove myself wrong. I have these core ideas about how many different things a deck can try to do, but I'm not the best deck builder in the world. I'm downright pretty good at Magic. That's it. And so that deck is also an exercise in, well, can I stretch this? Because if I can stretch this, that means other people can stretch this, and I don't have to be as harsh on other people when they try to do too much. Trigonometry, thank you for 3 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Love your stuff, man, and I love the separation between these two. Question, do commissions still update on Sundays? Yes, they do. This week, they may not because my schedule for the rest of the week is in flux. We still on? Okay. I am messaging them the follow-up, baby. By the way, Mald, I think you can make a deck that does 4+ things well and consistently. You just have to lean on tutors and find a lot of cards that can fill multiple slots. I disagree unless those 4 things are very, very closely related. Like if you were like, if one of the things was make tokens and another thing was put counters on creatures, ton of overlap on those. We've not done the free one yet. We rolled for it, did not win. We are doing Sarah Bubbles next, who I know is here. I do unfortunately have to use the bathroom. So we're going to do a 60-second ad break. Sorry for all the vamping. 60 seconds, then we're in it with Sir Bubbles. Okay. Who the fuck was next? It's Sir Bubbles. They have a spooky deck. So we've had one deck that was too silly, one deck that was too scary, but not enough scary, and now we have something in the middle. This deck wants to distract the masses with carnival games with the Doctor until Jamie becomes disaster level god. Huh? What does that mean? Current 7th plus Jamie. Straight into the playtest. Contained animosity. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. I bought a dog from a blacksmith yesterday. As soon as I got him home, he made a bolt for the door. You're so funny. This is Bant shit. What's happening? When they attack, choose a card in your hand. The defending player guesses whether the card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts you control. If they guessed wrong, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast a spell this way, investigate. You think this is going to distract people? My brother in Christ, this is how you activate a prey drive. You would have a better time surviving this table if you slathered raw meat on yourself. I'm already distracted. Okay. So in the pod where all three people have crippling ADHD, you will trick them. In every other pod, I play with MTG Nerd Girl, who loves werewolves and combat damage. And if I subjected her to this quiz one time, the answer would be I hit Maulhound as hard as possible. All right, whenever we cast a historic spell, they get buffed. I'm assuming this is just to have green. What's in our hand? Gala Greeters. Very good carnival game. Talisman of Unity, also very good carnival game. Unsummon. Oh, tricked him into not worrying about Jane. Ah, there's no way that works. Okay. I play a tap land. No, hold on. None of these come in untapped. God damn it, I play a tap land. Wait, I'm paying the 3. I'm paying the 3. You're not fucking tricking me. I pay the 3. Talisman of Unity. I play a fuck-ass tap land. Relic of Legends Tameo. That's interesting. I can 7th Doctor. Get the 7th Doctor out. I investigate. Tap 7th Doctor and Talisman for Felwar Stone. Chill. Alright, shit. Yeah, true. Great Henge with the 3/6. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Gala Greeter. I have 4 artifacts. I attack. I go up to 5 artifacts. And I pick the Great Henge. I'll say heads I win, tails I lose. Heads I win, I free cast the Great Henge. Alright. I get Jamie McCrimmon in. I'll make a tap treasure. So I get a counter on him, I draw a card, because I'm great. What the fuck?! We think Jamie McCrimmon's gonna be the fucking problem? You have alt-right Tony Stark in this fucking deck? And you think the buff Irishman is gonna be the problem? You know what? Hey. Hey, next turn. +4/+4, Jamie McCrimmon. That's commander damage, baby. We're getting them. We're getting them. We're getting them. All right, I play Urza, Lord High Artificer. I'll tell you what, Sir Bubbles. This deck is doing an amazing job of distracting me from Jamie McCrimmon. I'll tell you what. In between the man who free cast the Great Henge And Urza Lord High Artificer, I am paying zero attention to the 3/3 with trample. You have achieved that goal. Perfect. Visha Ringtail, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Alt-right Tony Stark, what a carnival game. And you've started a golden Kappa train. We get a special emote if we do that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do Spirit Water Revival, because we can waterbend 6, actually. So we waterbend 6. We do this just to be rude. We like unsummon somebody's commander because we hate them. Oh yeah, card draw counter on Urza. Yeah, you're getting shuffled, homegirl. Shuffle Grave into library, draw 7. Exile this. Shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've waterbent. Yeah, Jaheira's not being shuffled. I'll waterbend with this actually to keep the Fellwar Stone up. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm understanding it now. I'm understanding it now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, chill with the disaster level. You're like street tier, dog. Have you been to a power scaling subreddit? You got to get in there. You are we're high street level right now. We are not yet mountain level, but I'm feeling it. So total toughness, we have 9, 11, shut up, 15. So it's 1 green mana. I cast an 11 mana spell. I draw a card, put a counter on it. Contained Animosity, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Does this mean I can make more bad jokes or will I be executed? Risk it for the biscuit. Okay, this guy gets plus 11 plus 11. He's a 14/14. I cast a 9 mana spell. He's a 23/23. Draw card counter. Fuck, that is glorious. That is glorious. I had no faith this shit was gonna work at all. All right, so what do we have for generators? These are make artifacts. Right, yeah. Contained Animosity, thank you for the 1,000 bits. My god, I appreciate that. I've been stuck in Rome for the past 3 weeks. All their roads have this weird design flaw. God damn it. Yep, that's true. That's true. Unless you show me some really crazy stuff, I'm not actually confident that I love all of these token makers. I think I understand why we're putting them in here, but I feel like at a point we don't actually want to have 15 artifact tokens. Or I guess it depends on how much we want to play the 7th Doctor guessing game. Because once we get to like 10 artifact tokens, they just go like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Your biggest artifact is the Great Henge. So where's our curve? Oh. Never mind. You're so good. You're so good. You are allowed all of these fuck-ass token generators. Alright, so we have a lot of shitty token generators. We have very little protection, but that's okay because nobody is using removal on Jamie McCrimmon until it is too late. You dumb motherfucker. You dumb bitch. That's perfect. That is perfect. Draw. Well, Royster, yeah, Seventh Doctor can free cast, but they can only free cast if the other person plays wrong in the guessing game. Yeah, we could just put Ulamog in. Svelar, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Can we buff Benton? Not really, but I don't think we need to. Like, I think it's actually better. This deck is actually a masterclass in politicking. It is some of the stone cold worst card choices I have seen in my life, and they are a genius for it. Right, as they just said, nobody in their right mind would ever block an unbuffed John Benton. No reasonable person would ever look at a 2/4 that isn't even commander damage and go, oh, there's no way I would ever draw 2 cards. You're getting through every time. It's brilliant. It's like, it's hot dog shit. And it is... it's like Professor X. I would out of spite. I doubt it. I think you're saying that shit for the cameras, Shepis Scarlet. I'm calling you out. I think you're saying that shit to survive in the Big Brother house. My life for your draw? Okay, hold on. No. Back to class, come on. Shepis, in this example, who do you think you are? I don't give a fuck if I draw. Actual Republican voting logic right there. I don't give a fuck if it enriches my community. You want me to pay taxes? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You want to make my life better? You dumb motherfucker. Wrong neighborhood. It's gonna make that blue player's life better. Fuck you. I will tap my very own swamps for my 2 life and my 2 cards. All right, so there's 2 other people that we can target at this table that are not you, thankfully. Back in my... I pulled my cards up by my deck straps, bro. I pull my cards up by my deck straps. Yeah, Project Purity, sure. Thought Monitor, sure. Oh, wait, Fat Historic Spell, never mind. Affinity for artifacts, yeah, okay. A lot of fuck you interaction. Every single time I think I have figured out a card that sucks in this deck, it's just way hotter than I believe. So I was about to be like, are we playing a symmetrical board wipe in Bant? Or a nearly symmetrical board wipe in Bant? And we are, because then we cast all of our massive legendaries for 2 each and make Jamie McCrimmon a 50-50. This is a fucking work of art, bro. This is a fucking work of art. Like, my God. I have nothing bad to say about this. Every card that I think is bad is actually a sleeper hit. I think this is the first time this has happened. Because sometimes there are decks where I just love. Sometimes there are decks where I see them and I'm won over immediately and I'm like, yes, I am on your side. Do whatever you need to do. This is one of the first decks where like 5+ times I have seen something. The little red Metal Gear Solid exclamation point has popped up over my head, and I've been like, you dumbass, you didn't think about the, oh my God, they thought about everything. Oh my God. Jail! Fuck you! Jail, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Great deck. Get the fuck out of my office, bro. Great deck. Get the fuck out of here. I think, because I do want to help everybody who comes into my office, I think the only thing I can recommend would be, instead of strict unsummons, to be consider things like town ain't big enough to reuse massive guys. Just as, like, think about for your interaction section, things that bounce more than one permanent, so that you open yourself up to, like, Great Henge 2 turns in a row, Bygone Colossus 2 turns in a row. There's a little bit of a downside there, because then, like, the jig is up, people see it coming. But there's a number of cards that are this town ain't big enough. Elikman's with us on Runaway Together. Where it will let you reset your, like, your biggest hits, because those big hits are so goddamn juicy. And then you still get to remove blockers on the opponents. Like, oh my god, they go, oh shit, Jamie McCrimmon's a 23-23, he's gonna kill me now, I have to block. And then you bounce their blocker and your Bygone Colossus, you kill that player, and now you have Bygone Colossus to reuse next turn to kill another player. Like, that is a hot interaction to me. Let me go to the O tags, make sure there's... Oh, Peel from Reality too. Great, Peel from Reality also does it. This is maybe the only thing I can recommend to you. This deck is fucking amazing. I hate that Urza's in it, but I get why he's in there. You have done... This is such a good psyop. This is a beautiful, beautiful psyop. I love it very much. Thank you for sharing it with me. We're gonna roll for, if we do the free deck review right now, we're gonna do the manual ad break, and then it's time for Future Man X. It's not right now. I will see you on the other side of the manual ad break, and then it's Future Man X. Like, my god, is there... Could I post it? Yeah, I'll post the deck list. Yeah, sir. Bubbles, feel free to... Oh, wait, I posted the Mald Magic Academy one. I posted the plagiarized one. Yeah. There's the original. Really good. That's awesome. I hope they enjoy very much. I know that was on the short but sweet side, so I hope they still like it. But there's really, like, this is awesome. This is a work of art. This is... Every single card I think is dog shit is actually really, really hot, which is not something I get to experience often. I still hate Gala Greeters. I still hate Gala Greeters with my whole fucking chest. But man, does that function something fierce. Inevitable Betrayal is funny as shit as well. Inevitable Betrayal, is this in here because to swing with no tokens on field, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, of course it's greater. Yeah? That's... Yeah. Yeah, that's peak. That's the best shit ever. Man doesn't even have a single clue. What do you mean, my Craterhoof Behemoth? Oh, you have the other suspend? You have to suspend Ancestral Visions, too? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's really good. Yeah, no notes, you scummy bitch. Just get the self bounces in here and play and add another layer to the mind games. All right, so Future Man X, are you here? Since they guess bigger and then you can put your entire hand of 10 drops onto the board, I'm not sold by that play pattern because we want to cast them for Jamie McCrimmon. Like the goal is that I trick you by sort of like curving out with things that are all way scarier than Jamie, and then boom, Jamie's the problem. Versus if I cheat out Blightsteel Colossus turn 2, like I probably win, but I don't think it's as satisfying. I think the way this deck has been built, it's really, really satisfying. Yeah, we would rather win the Carnival game, for sure. Future Man X sounds like an Invincible character. I'm inclined to agree. Again, calling for Future Man X. I will be right back. I gotta check on something with Z. How do you submit a deck, Sam Moore? There are 3 ways. You can win the free raffle, which we might get to ahead of time if Future Man X does not show up. After that, you can buy a commission on Ko-Fi. They stock up every Sunday at noon PST. After that, you can pay me $500 to get your deck roasted instantly. I'm surprised you still give reasons for your cuts and ads and stuff. I just call people idiots now and don't explain anything, and people love it. I actually, Elk, spent like 40 minutes in between decks 2 and 3 talking about how I should stop explaining. So I'm not going to be anymore. I'm going to move all of my explaining to the review channel, and the roast channel is just going to be, yeah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, touch grass, go kiss somebody. Please explain. Death penalty. Banned. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? By the way, why is the review channel called Maultown VODs and you put VODs on the main channel? Because I'm a fucking idiot, is why I made that channel, and the plan was I was going to begin posting all of my recorded streams as videos on that channel, and then I would also do deck reviews on that channel too. And then I just kept all my stuff as like the live channel or the live tab on my main channel, and I've only been posting deck reviews there. Why do people drive like they don't care if their car explodes? Because they don't care if their car explodes. Most people are so inured from the reality happening around them, they like can't even consider the bad thing that could happen to them, because from most people's perspectives, bad things are happening to them all the time. Like, this is why phones are poison. I'm sorry, I'm going on the old man rant. This is why too much technology is brain sickness, because we are constantly like, well, actually, no, people are idiots. People are idiots. Not for this one. Not for this one. I've thought about it. I'm updating my assumptions in real time. I'm wrong. People were driving horse-drawn carriages like fucking assholes too. This is part of the human condition. We were not meant to go faster than 20 miles an hour. The upper end of our experience with speed was supposed to be Usain Bolt. We cannot be trusted. We cannot be trusted with any method of movement that is above 20 miles an hour. What about trains? Those crash all the time. What are you talking about? All the time. We don't absorb information quick enough for the speed we go. True. You also said, what about trains? It's like the one method of human transportation where we don't get to make any decisions about the direction we go. Oh, I don't know why trains go better. I don't know why trains go better. Maybe because the driver can't steer it. We cannot be trusted with the horse, Maldorius Hounded. We can't. We can't be trusted with horses. We were not meant to saddle them. All right, I think we're going to do the random giveaway because Future Man X has not poked their pretty little head in. We keep hitting not right now. I'm opening marbles anyway. Alvius Furor, thank you for the 1 year at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Happy anniversary. The crackhead who said, hey, I should ride that, really put stuff into motion they couldn't comprehend. Truly, they did. Where's Marbles on stream? There's no way I'm this dumb. How did I forget where M was? Oh, it's already running? Insane. What if Future Man X is on like Instagram? I'm not streaming to Instagram. That's quite loud. My fault. Hold on. Let me fix that. All right, way lower. Everybody on Twitch, exclamation point play. Exclamation point play to jump into the stream. If you're on YouTube, you'll have to jump over for the time being. I have not yet set up the extension that gets YouTube chatters onto the marbles, but we will. If Elk wins, this shit is rigged. If Elk wins, I am beating that motherfucker at deadlock and closing the stream. Elk is not getting a deck review. Elk is getting waxed in Street Brawl. A rectangular prism. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. All right, I'm going to join. We're going to start. Who do you play in Deadlock? I haven't played Deadlock in a calendar year, but I played Shiv. I also played Lash. Who else did I play? There was this one ninja lady with a katana. Yamato. Yeah, I played Yamato. All right, we have 90 seconds remaining. Hey, Mauld, I'm looking to get into Dota. Who do you recommend playing? I recommend, and I'm going to sound like a maniac, I genuinely recommend spending 3 hours every day playing random characters in bot lobbies for 2 weeks. You will then be okay at the game forever, and you can play whoever you think looks cool. Do not pick a simple champion. Do not watch YouTube videos. Do not listen to your teammates. They are probably Russian or Brazilian people who hate you. You go into the bot lobby, you pick medium difficulty, you random, and you play like 2 to 3 bot games every day for 2 weeks. And then you will understand the game on an intuitive level. And then people will call you slurs in Russian and Brazilian, and you won't care because you're okay. All right, 30 seconds remain to enter the Deck Roast raffle. Exclamation point play on Twitch. There is no harm, no foul if you type it twice. Also, Pokey Nerd, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Too bad I can't speak Russian. Yeah, but like, you know when they're calling you a slur in the same way that you know in every language when somebody said a punchline. Right? Like, you know when somebody's pausing for you to laugh, you can hear that in every language. You can hear the hatred coming off a Russian's voice. Senior Papel, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. What's up, Mega? There's no you, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. There's no goddamn you son of a bitch. Okay, O'Garden is out in first. They have been taken over by a German buffalo with some type of Hellraiser. Some type of Hellraiser iconography. Alright, O'Garden is back into the lead. Whoever donates their slot to me gets a free review on my Twitch stream. Whoever donates their slot to Elk gets banned. How about that? How about that? Whoever donates their slot to Elk, I rinse you in Deadlock 2. Thanks for the commentary, Werner Herzog. You're welcome. I do my best. We get banned and a deadlock match. Sign me up. God damn it. God damn it. Who is nobody even? Nobody's catching O'Garden. Oh, I'm moving up. Oh, watch out. Watch out. I'm coming for you, O'Garden. We're gonna play 30 minutes of League of Legends. No, wait, what happened? No, wait. No, wait. No, wait. Where am I going? Please, come back. No! Fuck. Okay, is O'Garden at the end yet? No, and nobody's fucking near them. Oh, please go too fast. Never mind. Ugh. Ugh. That's so funny. That's so funny. Get wrecked. Okay, we're back with the German Buffalo. Oh, Kyrokuto has passed them. Oh, Kyrokuto. Oh, may just walk it in. Never mind. Goodbye, Kyrokuto. It's the German Buffalo, but I'm in first. I'm in first. Eat my ass. Eat my whole ass. Eat my entire ass. Eat my entire German buffalo ass. You fucking idiots. This is what happens. This is what happens when you disrespect your streamer. This is what happens. This is what occurs when you make jokes about giving away your streamer's generosity to the other streamer in chat. How dare all of you? Shame. Shame. Alright, what we playing, Chief? True. What should we do? I'll buy you that game for winning. Are you talking about the roguelite we were doing earlier? Maul gets #1, very sus. It's the only time I've ever won. Big Angry Weenus, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home for the 4th month in a row. O'Garden, that's very, very kind of you. You do not have to buy me the game. I may check it out off stream. I think the rule should be that if Malt gets first, then the person in 8th gets the roast. Ah, that's a really good rule. That's a really good rule. League of Legends, but you play Sejuani top. So I'm supposed to be rewarded for winning, I'm not supposed to be punished. Unbiased. Yeah, Elk did pretty good. Baby, You have to film stuff. I walked out of this room and Z told me, and I was like, hey, you gotta film a skit, right? And they were like, yeah, I'll be fine though. And I was like, okay, where'd you want to film it? And they were like, your room's probably the best set. And I was like, that's great, stream's almost done, we'll tie things up here, then you can film the skit. And we were right there. I won the raffle. Nobody else had to be looked at. League? But League? League of Legends? Jay the 11, you dumb motherfucker. They want to procrastinate. Die. All right, welcome back. Baby, do you want to play League? Yeah. All right, well, we're going to open League of Legends then. What happens now is we're playing League of motherfucking Legends. That was Z. Z makes some of the cutest noises you have ever heard in your life. Maul, you should play Cho. Do you want to know who I've been trying to learn? I've been trying to learn Riven, who is generally considered to be not like the hardest character in the game, but one of the hardest characters in the game. And they're supposed to be really, really good when you are good at them. Like if you are a good Riven player, you will just dog walk everybody. Any bets on how my first Riven game went? My team did it. My team did it. Did I do it? No. But my team did it. Hey Maul, are you a fan of retro shooters like Doom? If so, I'd suggest Nightmare Reaper. Not particularly. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. Worse than I thought. I got better quickly, but this was, yeah, it did not. I was also into a Gnar, and all of the online guides were like, oh yeah, you beat Gnar. You don't beat Gnar. Null Zone! Thank you for gifting 10 community subs. That's incredibly generous. Welcome back to Dog Heaven. I appreciate that so much. What was the Gnar's name? Korea number 1.
Oh my god.
League.
I'm opening it. Korea number 1, our hero. Oh yeah, customs. We'll do customs while we're in the queue because I want to get us into the queue. I haven't touched League since 2013. How out of touch am I? Very.
Oh god.
Like the base mechanics haven't changed that much, but there's a ton of shit that's different now.
Oh god, there's an update. Oh no.
There should be turn-based counterspells in League. I mean, they have them in Riftbound, which is the League card game. MLP, we've just finished the roast for today because the last person was Future Man X, who I do not see, so I'm gonna have to reschedule with them. And then I won the free raffle. I just straight up won the free raffle. The carbonara bit is still going on, by the way. People are livid. Oh yeah, baby. So MLP is going into like cooking Instagram and just commenting on random videos about carbonara recipes that it doesn't have cream and so technically isn't carbonara to rage bait people.
Yeah. You I can't believe how like protective people are about carbonara. All right, I'm in.
Maul, just learn how to do the fast Q combo on Riven and you're golden. Watch Alois for extra sweat. I'll watch some shorts on how to do the fast Q combo. Carbonara is that twirly pasta stuff, right? Yeah, totally.
100%.
100%. Let me pull up these customs. First, from Aegis Athene, we have Is This Power Creep? Wandering Daggertooth, a 3 green pip 5/5. Perfect. Print it. Print it. Medium Saurus. Alright, then we have from Pejman, Shunsui Kyoraku, a Mardu, I disagree with that, a Mardu 4/4 with Vigilance. You can tap him to roll a d20. On 1 through 6, he gets +2/+0 and gains flying. 7 through 13, he phases out. When he phases in, you may have him fight somebody you don't control. 14 through 17, choose a color. Sources of the chosen color deal and take 2 extra damage until end of turn. 18 to 20, you exile him and return him as a saga that does a lot of static effects that fuck you. I don't like this very much. I appreciate the thought that has gone into it. I think we have tried too hard to represent all of Shunsui's individual games and not enough to capture his vibe. I think this captures all of the mechanics of his Zanpakuto. This doesn't, but it ends up not feeling like him. Who am I banning? Oh, Irelia. Alright, then for Elikman. We have Gavalion Saber, a 3-mana spacecraft with it's an equipment spacecraft. Equipped creature gets +3/+2 and has first strike. Station on 2, whenever it or equipped creature attack, it deals 2 damage to any target. At 6+, it's a 6/4 with flying and first strike. That's cute. I like it. That's crazy. That's really weird. Too many words. This is a normal number of words. I'm okay with that. I like the idea of like a wrist rocket becoming a drone. It feels very Iron Man-y. And then from M, we have Urborg, but blue, die. Last but not least, from Moj, we have Refract, a 4-mana, is it instant? Counter target instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control. Copy the spell, countered this way for each creature target player controls. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. Print that shit. Print that shit post haste. Post haste! I require it! I will be normal! Please! Approach my plowshares! Turn them into swords! Who am I up against? They have not picked yet. Okay, so they're gonna counterpick me.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Generic Dude? How you doing today?
I swear they picked Darius.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I can't kill, like, Mundo is still a problem for me, but he can't just straight murder me. What's up, Dr. Pepper? How you doing today? What rank is this? I am gold 3. Z is like, are you silver 1 or silver 2?
I got booted to silver 2, I believe.
Okay.
My bot laners selling their souls.
So the lobby is like high silver or bottom of gold. Yeah, Noob, Z's been catching up pretty quickly. They've been hitting that grind sesh.
I have the wrong runes. No.
No.
Why am I like this?
Panoptic Mirror exiling a spin into myth in Zevlor. Is that anything?
Why is
Brother,
our Jin named
brother,
like that?
you have to. That's diagnosable, is what that is. This is a genuine problem. You have to change. You have to go outside. We have to get you a new hobby. As much as I love you being here, contributing to the streams, you have to like get into skateboarding or something. We can't be trying to bring Fate Steel back. Fate Seal, my fault.
How come they get 4 gold players?
Because we have 3. It's like pretty close.
Unfair. I also didn't realize this was ranked.
Well, yeah, we gotta play. We gotta play for stakes. We can't just.
Yeah, this is very true. I also cannot touch Zen. Not for a while, at least.
I think that's okay. I feel like your job is kill Draven or Morg.
Yeah.
Like I think me and Diana, like me, Diana, and Swain have to kind of box with the Jhin and Mundo to get through. I'm all currently giving plasma to get the money for a deck roast to force you to look at a deck you rejected for the Stompy contest. How are you today? Great now. Does my spirit good to know you're suffering on its behalf. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very generous of you. I hope your ooze is valuable. Okay, I'm building it and making you look at it. $75, please. Would you take plasma direct as payment? No. I want to make a deck that requires enemies to shuffle. What payoffs do I have other than erotic? I don't even think you have eroticism as a payoff, but I mean hand stuff. Okay. Your payoffs are going home. That's your only payoff. Like if you're doing a deck that is about making me shuffle, I think the biggest payoff you can hope for is making it home with all of your teeth. That sounds truly heinous. Oh my god, I missed the last hit. Like, that's just a bracket 1 deck that probably shouldn't exist. Personally. Fuck. That's chill. And now I just got to get out of here so Zin does not kill me. Have you heard of the game Limbus Company? If yes, what do you think? And if no, then you should play it and join the hive mind. I played it, didn't like it. I don't really know what it was about it specifically. I was just like, this is extremely fine. How far did you get? Not very, because it was played as part of the... it was played as part of the subathon. So it was sponsored for only like an hour. And at the end of the hour, I was like, yes, no more, please. Oh, shit! My last hits, fuck. Wow. Wow, my aim is bad. Okay, I think Mundo's backing. I'm wrong. Since when does Yone top lane? He's been kind of an off-meta top lane pick for a long time. He's getting more popular in top lane this season. He's not very good at it, but it's very satisfying to play him top lane. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's the first time where I've really enjoyed video game masochism. But like, man, when I'm playing Yone and I'm having the hardest fucking time of my life just to try to have a normal laning experience, it pleases me so deeply. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that one I actually timed correctly. And then I walked into that shit. Oh! There we fucking go. What makes a character top lane versus bottom lane? So top laners are normally bears or twunks. Bot laners are twinks who need to be protected normally by a bear or by a twunk until they get big and strong and can afford to buy firearms. I'm dead as fuck. Okay, I live but I burn flesh. I will accept that. But yes, you could also be an e-girl. But normally, if you are a bot laner, you have a very, very slim waist. You have a very slim waist and you have a firearm. And your only goal in life is to survive long enough to buy a bigger firearm. And top laners are normally like bigger and meatier. A little late, but would Ignite not be better than TP for squishy tops? Not really, because there are very few top laners that Yone has kill pressure on. If you are going to bring an aggressive summoner spell as Yone, you normally bring Exhaust, because most top laners beat you. They don't beat you long term, but they beat you very early on. So because they beat you very early on, but they don't beat you in the long game, you're not trying to kill them early, you're trying to not die while you make a lot of money. Because once you get enough money, you just beat everybody. Oh my god, I missed it. Yeah, he's got enough health now that I can't just like beat the fuck out of him. Hey, Ziragear, congrats on surviving another day in the office. Alright, Zin's probably coming back for me soon.
Okay. 2-0. I like
Fuck
this swing
yeah.
a lot.
Alright, Blitz is top for some reason.
He's given up on his laner.
Oh, hell yeah. I love getting carried. I am in the fucking backpack. Let's fucking go. Alright, chat. Ask me anything. I no longer have to pay attention in this game.
Oh, 3 are up. 3 are top.
Yep. Holy shit. I'm dead.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Blitz hit me with the flash hook. And then I think he ulted too. No, just flash. I have TP, so I'll be alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I get lifesteal. I don't have to pay attention. 3 seconds later, dead. I thought you were good at this. What the fuck gave you that impression? I said I was gold 3. That's like saying I'm a regional manager of an Office Depot and being like, I thought you were rich. Why?
Can you help on grubs?
Fuck no. They already took that shit. Is Yone the Izzet of League characters? I like to think so. Probably not actually. Yone is probably closer to like the Simic of League characters because you just amass wealth and then kill people with your wallet. But I'd like to believe he's Izzet.
Diana is a little bit of an odd one. He put Vision here.
Yeah. Ow.
Jin, what are you asking for assistance for? You're dead as shit. The hell?
Man, I can't do nothing to this guy now, man. This sucks. Bullshit, man. I can't do nothing to him. Now, Rise is it? Oh, yeah, Rise is definitely Izzet. His mechanics are fucking insane. No, Zillion is Azorius control, bro. Zillion is like, I don't have to think. I just need to make you have a bad time. Oh, fuck yeah. Diana's going off. Do you have a Boomhauer voice? No, but I should get one. Fuck yeah, baby. That's my hot monster girlfriend. I'm hanging out in the top lane, in my lane thriving. Have you considered playing Super Battle Golf with Z and Elk? No, but I will look into it. My people will look into it, I
Oh
promise.
shit. Zen is here.
Ugh. If I have Bork, I think I fight him better, but I don't even know if I can straight up fight him. Damn.
Damn it.
Ah,
How much money
shit.
did he get off me? 300? Ick.
He also got double shutdowns.
That's worrisome. He's 4 and 2.
Yeah.
I think that's their dragon, unfortunately. Well, if I had ult right now.
Damn. His ult do just save him. That's
Okay,
crazy.
Diana.
That's bullshit if you ask me. What's up, Cronut? How you doing? Fuck. Fuck. What's his ult do? His ult gives him a burst of healing. And it gives him more healing the lower his health bar is. So I knew that he was gonna get... Like, I knew that it was possible that he lived, but I thought I would be able to do more damage than that. It's just I don't have any of my damage items yet.
I just leashed that drag for him.
Damn. Oh, he got Heartsteel now, too. How quickly? Good kill. Oh, shit. Now I might die. Why are you fucking...
Wow, that Diana's annoying.
How important is counter building in low elo, or is it literally a nothing burger? It depends entirely on the thing you're building to counter. Like if they have, I think one of the most made up counter builds is actually no, this has worked out for me many times. It depends a lot on what you're countering. Like if they have regen, you have to have anti-heal. Or not regen. If they have like a ton of lifesteal or their comp is based around regaining all their life and you don't have lifesteal, like you're trolling. There are other things where people will be like, "Oh my god, their team, like their damage composition is 80% magic damage and only 20% physical, so I need to get this item that gives me more MR instead of more armor. Do more damage. Do more damage." If you're a tank, yeah, change that stuff. But if you're not a tank, like, your job is to do damage. Okay, Xin is top. Mauled has people the same way his scalp has hair follicles. That's right, the few the mighty, Siroc. Thank you. Xin is in top side.
Okay. I'm trying to defend mid.
Oh, I missed that first one.
They're on Herald.
Yeah, I can't really do anything about that. Because the Mundo has Heartsteel and Steel Caps now, so he has Prio there.
Fuck. I would have gotten out of there if I hadn't fat fingered my damn keyboard.
Jesus God. Okay. Damn, I can't do shit to this dude now. Okay, good kill. Good kills.
What's happening here? Why did this lane keep going?
I don't fucking know, man. Like, bro pinged going in when I had not moved a muscle, and then was like, oh, why aren't you...
Yeah, there's nothing I can do to these guys here, so I'm leaving.
Yeah, we've just... At this point, you just have to leave me in the 1v1 with the Mundo, because we are not able to kill him when he has these two things. So I would just go try to bully... Oh, the Draven's 8 and 5? Oh, fuck.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the fuck has been happening, but there is now a situation
We were
in
ahead
Shibuya.
like crazy.
We were very far ahead, and then everybody lost every fight. I think the Swain... It looks like the Swain and the Jhin got too confident because they're down to 5 and 5 and 1 and 4. It is very bad, Tempest. Draven is not a very good carry unless he is ahead, at which point he is one of the best carries in the game. Alright, Blitz waited in the bush that whole time. I did live because I thought that shit was happening. I think Mundo just backed. Nice drag take. Hell yeah, good shutdown. Okay, okay.
Yeah, he's just so strong.
Yeah. I think I might go split push because these people seem really bad, and so I
Yeah,
do
they
not want
are
to.
incredibly bad. Do I need to build heal cut?
Yes, I just picked up my Mortal Reminder.
Uh,
Oh, I missed him. All right, but I can like I fight him better. He can still ult and then save himself. I swear. Oh my God, there's fucking 3 up here.
they love just going up and like fucking 3-manning you.
Yeah, I mean, and our team is just not doing anything with it. They actually hate your guts. Yeah, I mean that's normal because they know like Yone's a very strong champion. Yone is an incredibly strong champion, and anytime you can camp him, you should. Because if I stay alive long enough, my champ on an individual basis is just better than theirs when we all have items.
Oh my god. Yeah, she fucking double stunned me, and I went for it like an idiot.
Yeah, I think I go Hull Breaker, and then I just split push.
Yeah, I agree. Oh shit.
Oh boy. Okay, well you picked the blitz. That's pretty good.
Well, I got killed by the fucking 10 and 6 Draven.
Why do we need this around?
Huh.
Oh my fucking God. Let's see if they timed this right. They did. That's fine. I don't think Mortal Reminder. Boss, I just got the equivalent of 2 Black Lotuses before my first boss on Slay the Spire. That's fucking insane. Doesn't Mundo scale harder than you? In general, but I can kill him later. Was that the plan? Yes. That's actually probably the best person I could die to. An important thing to consider when you're just walking their front door and get blasted. Yes. The thing to consider, they're right here, right? So they have me hemmed in. There is almost no chance that I can live. What I can do is I can die to somebody who doesn't use money well, or what I wanted to do is my hope was that they had not backed in time, and what I was going to get to do was die to their base, because if nobody on the enemy team hits you and you die, you don't give the enemy team money. So that was the real game plan, and we fucked it up. But Blitzcrank getting the kill, not a very big deal. And because I am already 0 and 4, when I die, they don't get much money to begin with. So like at this point, it is in some ways better for me to just keep dying rather than getting kills, because if I get kills, I'm worth money again. And I frankly, like, these people have betrayed my trust enough.
Yeah, our team is not coordinating at all.
Oh yeah, we lost. Then I am just going to... Bro's unaware of what proxying is. It's actually optimal for me to continue inting instead of getting kills here. Yes, watch Baus. Yes, like we can meme about it as much as you want, but there are many situations in League of Legends in which it is better to die without giving the enemy team money than it is to fight and die and give the enemy team money. Like if I had the tools to be an active participant, I would be looking for sneak kills on the Draven. But I don't have those. Wouldn't it be best to not fight at all and just run away? In some cases, which is the case we were just in, running away is not possible.
Yeah.
Like in the sense that when you try to run away, they will catch you anyway. So if I cannot get away, the only thing it is worth doing is to try to get creeps out of the waves. Like both of the times I've run into their base to die, it has been, I did not believe there was any chance. Damn. I did not believe there was any chance of me escaping. Because I spent the whole early game trying to run away. And they would like 3-man me or 4-man me, and then I couldn't get away. So when there's a situation where like, we can't win the fight, so I have to be in a side lane. I'm in a side lane, I'm behind them. If I try to run, they're gonna catch me. I should just go die. I should just go die in a way that doesn't give them money. And now, like, it's way too late. Because like, ironically, they're mad at me for inting, and the Swain has given Draven 17 kills. I have given the Draven 1 kill, and he made 100,
Oh.
and he made 100 gold off of it. Damn. Well, gave him a best shot. Hey, we got him! But there's plenty of games I have won where I die a shitload of times doing stuff like that. Because what Atrax has chosen is laying out is also very possible. Is if all five of them leave whatever they're doing to come kill me, my team can go get something done. We are so far behind that it's not working that well. But ultimately, my superpower right now is me dying doesn't matter. Everybody wants to think it matters because everybody in this game is possessed of a deep belief that if they have a good KDA, it means they're actually a plat player, which is not the fucking case. So my superpower is I can throw my life away, and it's not really a big downgrade for the team. I feel personally attacked. Maybe you should. I don't know. Because the other thing to consider is they can only end the game if they get these little minions in our base. So sometimes you can win a game of League of Legends just by really aggressively playing the game of I'm not going to let you get minions in our base. And now like I'm dead because I fucked up. I didn't...
God.
Fucking hell. Damn it. I almost got him.
Almost got that guy too.
So yeah, everybody is like... The team is gonna... Yeah, we're done here.
Yeah,
The
we're
team is
super
gonna
done.
chat mega shit at me, but the reason we lost this game is because Swain let this guy fucking steamroll. If this guy was like... If this guy was having even a good game, but anything approaching a normal game, Me off in the side lane giving over 100 gold does not really matter that much. What tier are you in right now? We're at the top of gold 3 right now. Well, top-ish. We're halfway to the top of gold 3. It is not time for another game. That was my marble treat.
Yes.
It is time for stream to be over. We are getting the bald Kai. We are raiding out. Beeps is live. We are going to hit Beeps. Everybody, I probably won't see you until Sunday, and even then I may not see you Sunday. So watch the stream announcements channel or watch my Instagram story for when we are going live again. Thank you all for being here today. Have a great rest of your week, and please remember to stay toxic. YouTube, that is just it for us, but I will see you again later in the week. And then I'll have to reschedule with the 2 roasty